What's he fucking doing, man?
Yes, guys, welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video for you guys today. Everyone smash the like and subscribe button as you guys come into stream and let us know your thoughts on everything regarding the draw between Chelsea and Liverpool. Sorry, my throat is an absolute mess today. But yeah, big up everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying the New Year's celebrations. Great comeback as well. We can celebrate the comeback, thankfully, but it was a frustrating performance, especially in the first half, but we will delve into everything. I think Saint is going to be coming on as well to give us a Liverpool perspective on the result too. And yeah, just let us know your thoughts and let's get into it. Obviously, smash the like and subscribe button. We are now 500 subs away from 25k. So guys, if you haven't done so already, let's set 2022 off on the right move and smash the like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. C1. How's everything been, bro? What was your thoughts on the game and the last 24 hours?
It's been a very hectic week for Chelsea. All this drama and shit. It was good to see the team fight back. Showed a bit of character and heart. Showed that they will fight for Thomas Tuchel. We probably should have won the game in the first half, to be honest, with the amount of chances we had. But it's the same story with Chelsea. But happy the players showed fight. Well performance from Kovacic and Kante yesterday. Amazing. World-class performance on both of them, but the league is done, if we're being honest. I just hope we can carry this into the Carabao Cup and try and win that.
Yeah, I think that's, I already said it in the title. Manchester City won this game 2-2. Both teams leave that game pissed off. But here's what it is. Jesters, what are you saying, bro? How's the last 24 hours been?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. First half of that game, I went from writing my favorite player's Chelsea obituary, as in he was dead food for Chelsea, to just, a pure moment of joy. And from that, I thought we should have kicked on and won the game. We'll talk about it. We'll get into detail. No reason to do that now. But yeah, just blessed to wake up in the morning, 2022. Let's roll.
Damn right. Alex, what are you saying, my guy? You all good?
Yeah, all good. Let's move on.
Love to hear it. Chris, what about you, man?
Yeah, I'm all good, We got a decent result considering who we had on the pitch, but yeah, all good. Robbed off a red card, so yeah, all good.
Nice. Fata, what are you telling me, bro? You all good?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. Thank God today's bank holiday, because I'm exhausted after yesterday's, man. Yeah, pretty much we're going to discuss it in depth details. That's for sure.
How's Astrid Wolf this morning?
Very funny.
Astrid, copy. I don't even want to know. It's cool. Oscar, what are you saying, bro?
I'm good, boys. I'm all good. Very, very interesting game yesterday. Great atmosphere at the bridge. Yeah, I think there's so much to discuss here. I've got so many mixed emotions. I'm happy with the comeback. I'm not happy because I think that we should have won. I'm not happy with the fact that we haven't heard anything from the club yet about this Lukaku situation. Yeah, everything's all up in the air, man. And we got another game on Wednesday, so it don't stop. Like it really don't stop.
Isn't
but
today
yeah,
meant to be the meeting for the Lukaku stuff?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
Yes, we're meant to be. Yes.
I thought I would wake up and there'd be like a statement, but there ain't nothing.
I just woke up to more shitty Christensen news, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Okay, no,
That's another
Our
one.
boys going to UEFA Lona. Can't be asked.
yeah, man said
Now
you
wants to hang in limbo with Ferran Torres and all the other players waiting to get registered. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We start 2022 off with a little bit of heartbreak. It is what it is. Daniel, what are you saying, bro?
What's good, bro? Listen, they can't even register players there. So I don't know why he wants to go there anyway. They can't even register players. But anyway, the game was good. It was actually like a back and forth, exciting game. I mean, there are reasons why we didn't kick on and actually win. It died off. But individual mistakes cost us, and I think that's been costing us for the past couple of games. Apart from that, it was a good fight from the boys. Conte was excellent. Kovacic was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent game.
Yeah. And last one, Nick, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah. Before I talk about Lukaku, it was a great game yesterday. I was there yesterday, and the atmosphere was great, especially in the first half. But we should have won. But that mistake Chalaba did. Sorry, hold on. Carry on. I have to open the door.
Yeah, no worries. We'll go into the game, and first point I want to ask: with the comeback, how are we feeling with this performance and the result, knowing the context of the game as well? Do we see it as a point gain? Do we see it as 2 points dropped? What are your thoughts coming out of the game, guys?
I'm just kind of in the middle there because
Yeah.
You want to see the team come together around the manager. We saw that. You want to see the team fight back against adversity. We saw that. The other side is we're making way too many mistakes, and we're still not clinical when we need to be. Okay, those things are still there, but it was nice to see the team play together as a team, put everything aside and go out there for 90 minutes and try to win a match of football. And I think that shows a clear indication that this is Tuchel is in charge, and that maybe for once we're going to back our manager over our players. Let's see how it turns out.
Here's yesterday for me was nothing about the result. I just want to see if the actual players on the Tuchel side. That's what I want to see.
Because we heard before that there was a few unhappy players as well.
There is. They're still there. They're still there.
Is that
They just
like
didn't
Rudy
play.
and AC?
Why would the players not be on Tuchel's side?
It was a lie, bro. It was probably Barkley or Alonso because they said that Rudy.
Oh, because it came from Simon Phillips, didn't it?
That
No,
what?
yeah.
What came
No,
from
but they
Simon
said Rudy.
Lukaku wasn't the only unhappy player in the squad.
Yeah.
There was a few players in
Yeah.
agreement with him.
By the way,
Ziyech was
Rudiger's name was used improperly again.
Yeah, I don't
Rudiger
think
had
it was
no
Rudiger.
from the last tweet I saw on the matter. Rudiger had no part.
It
of
was Ziyech, Rudiger, and Christensen.
It wasn't.
I've been told
But
it wasn't.
look,
He was
the
involved.
people
in the
misunderstand.
decision.
People misunderstood the whole thing. They not going all throttle saying that they agree about the system not playing, but that doesn't mean that they supported Lukaku. That's not what. That's not what it was. They just agreed that the system doesn't play favor of forwards, but that's not the news. Everybody knows that the system was actually supporting the defense.
For midfield.
Yeah, midfield. You know what I mean.
But the defensive side of our midfield, like
Midfield, yes. So that's the reason why. But that doesn't mean that the players are actually. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were supporting the idea that the system not playing the forward better forward, but that part of Lukaku's comment. But that doesn't mean that they supported Lukaku on everything and Inter and all that. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday for me was I wanted to see if actual players are on Tuchel's side. Because if they were not into the game, like get run over, like easy, no passion, nothing, that will show that the players are not. But yesterday, for me, it's opposite. They showed what it is. Plus, some, my agenda. I can just smile and shit.
Yeah, I just say I feel like our mistakes yesterday.
I'll
like
put my
came from
post
the
my
right
address
answer.
for the flowers, for everybody's
But
flowers. I'll post my address.
That Shalaba mistakes for me, like I feel like he's getting caught up too many times in it. Like Shalaba's the one to get targeted by Mane and Salah, and
Salah.
I don't want to scapegoat Shalaba in this situation, but I don't think he had a good game yesterday.
Immature. There was more immature.
I don't even think he was targeted. I just think he was
just
full
immature.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Did he look a bit nervy to you?
He misplaced passes. Every time the ball, he did look nervy. Every time the ball came to him, he looked like he didn't.
But that was because the mistake happened before. You know, like
No,
you
no,
become nervy.
He made a mistake before the goal. Like
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He made a mistake.
Yeah, I think
the mistake for the goal was his second mistake. It wasn't on his game yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you make a mistake in the early part of the game, it makes you a little bit nervous later to make the second. So and the second was the goal, so they make them completely. You know what I'm saying? And it's a big game. You can see like he wanted to perform because he knows that that's more than just a game. Yesterday he wanted to perform because you can see he wasn't like it was just a mistake. So I'm not blaming him much. I'm blaming him for the goal.
So let's turn this into banter now. This proves that we don't need any more academy players playing for us.
No.
Because they're too young and too inexperienced for the big games.
Yeah, he made that mistake, but he redeemed himself later on in the second half. You know, they could have scored a won that game. Chalaba done that great tackle and he saved us. So he made up for that mistake.
Usually if you're doing a great tackle,
how you redeem your mistake by causing a goal and you just
saved
my
goal right now. Do you understand?
Redneck, you know
Okay, guys. All right, what about the
football? Do you?
Yeah, let's have it right.
I understand football more than you will ever do.
You don't understand football. Go back to your basketball. I'll keep telling you.
Nick Blue.
Let's go one stream without beef.
Yeah, let's
one stream without an argument.
Guys, hold on.
Daniel's from England, bruv. Nick, bruv. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not American.
What happened to the?
He thinks that I'm from the United States, that I'm watching the basketball.
One at a time. One at a time.
Nick, what happened to
Did Chalaba save us or not?
No.
Aspie saved us, but Aspie didn't.
Please, everybody, shut up. Please explain how Chalaba saved us.
Pulisic saved us.
No, Johnny, be quiet. I want to hear that wallet. How did Chalaba save us?
If you shut your mouth, you might hear me. Yeah, Chalaba.
Guys, relax.
He tried to head it back to Mendy. They cost the goal, right? But afterwards, he made that great tackle. I forgot which Liverpool player he was.
It was the 3-on-1. It was the 3-on-1.
Yeah,
shut up, so I'll let him finish. I want to
get that goal. He was through on goal. So he made up for his mistake. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody, Nick Blue for you, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody applaud the strategy behind it. Here we go.
Do you know what? I don't
Everybody
even
applaud him.
I don't even look
Are you fucking mad or what? Go to your fucking basketball, you American wanker.
Okay, get him off. That's done. He's done. Get him off.
Get this guy out of here.
And I'm telling you, Lewis, if you bring him back, don't bring him ever again over here.
Bro,
can we talk about
before that on our stream he went after my kids, man.
Can we just talk about the game, bro?
I didn't know it was that guy.
Are you back on screen, Oscar?
Yeah, bro. I knew this was gonna get clipped, so I took my camera off, man. I
can't be fucking asked. Every stream there's some fuckery. Every stream.
Wait, listen, can I just say, big up everyone, yeah? I just want to say about yesterday's game, I want to fucking applaud every single player that was on that pitch for playing for Tuchel. I want to applaud Tuchel, and obviously everyone at the bridge, fucking legends, every single one of you. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Fatam eating the Mason Money Minerals Mount himself. Big up to you, fatter bruv. You got the golden dust on you now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, did you meet Mount?
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course
Was
he
that
did.
Conte? Oh,
Yeah, it was Conte.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
Restraining order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the
well,
real
Kante-
question.
Can we
Oh,
have a picture of
Kante.
the
That's
bastard
nice.
wolf, though?
I'll
I
throw
want
in
to see
next
a picture of
question
bastard
then.
wolf.
Fatter, I'll be disappointed, bruv. Did you tell him he's got the minerals, bruv, or not, bruv? Or did
I
you
did.
just say,
I've
Maze?
got-
Did you say, Maze, can I have a picture?
He
What'd you
choked on
say?
his minerals. He
Yeah,
choked
he
on his
joked on.
minerals.
There's no minerals there, bruv. It was just like smile and go. Yeah.
Man's like smiling. I'm not you, Johnny. Like, come on. I don't
Bruv,
want
I'll tell him straight, bruv. He's got the damn minerals, bruv. Let's have it right. But listen, yeah. Shout
That's why
out
he has a
to
restraining order against you, Johnny.
shout out to everyone, man, that played yesterday. That for me was the most important thing to see. The attitude and the way that the players come out and
That's
play.
what I was saying earlier.
And I'm for that. I think they all deserve a fucking round of applause and appreciation. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was a great game. Probably for me the best game of the season. Not for out of any game. I'm talking not just Chelsea. I'm talking. I think it was the best Premier League game this season. For the fact of the intensity, everything around the game. The magnitude of the game, the level of the game, and the quality that we were observing. For me, it was like two title contenders playing. So I loved watching it. I thought it was fantastic. I think we could have nicked it maybe, but so could have they, I guess. And I think in a way, yeah, draw, fair play, 2-0 down to come back 2-2. I think is just unbelievable. With everything that's going against us, I think that is an unbelievable comeback against Liverpool. Unbelievable. And I think Kovacic, special shout out to Kovacic, who was man of the match. He was fucking unbelievable. His goal was world class. Goal of the season for me by absolute miles. Yeah. Pulisic, first 25 minutes was fucking terrible. I tweeted it. Everyone knows that. But he redeemed himself. And he got the equalising goal. Maybe could have got the first goal.
The priest or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, there's no priest there, bruv. I'm spitting truth though. That's what I'm spitting.
No, it was everybody was talking. Johnny shows up and everybody just quiet.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it'll get heated at some point, bruv.
Wow.
Let's be real about it. But what my thing is, I think
it's Royal Rumble in here, isn't it? It's peak, bro.
Yeah, welcome to the Lions, then, my bro.
You're gonna go home a little bit bloody.
Listen. At
you
the
know
minute, bruv. At the minute, it's the students are listening to the teacher, bruv. So let's all be silent for a minute.
Before we go any further, can
anybody? The minerals FC speaking here. So we all accept the minerals. You know what I'm saying? We take our daily dosage of minerals. Everyone has to take their daily dosage, bruv. And that includes Liverpool fans.
Can anybody confirm?
That includes Liverpool fans.
Is this guy still waffling, bro? Have you got something to say? I beg you say something because I'm just coming in. All I'm hearing is just bare syrup and waffle. Like
there's no syrup. It's just pure mineral, mate. Just pure mineral, bro.
Everyone's got
minerals.
minerals.
Yeah, he's got the minerals, bruv.
But
let's be real about it. I think with what Tuchel had to overcome yesterday was class. He's the best manager for us. He's for me the best manager in the league. I think he's clear of Klopp. I think he's clear of Pep. I don't think they have the minerals to come 4.5 months, win Champions League, inherit a squad, go into this season with just a signing that's not even a signing that's ratted us out, and literally go and have us second in the league with COVID, injuries, all these things. I don't think any other manager could do it. And that's how highly I rate this guy. I think Tuchel is the man. He is the one you back. And I really hope today that that the board fucking back him and they get rid of the fucking rat. I really do.
So there, follow up on that. There's a tweet that supposedly comes from Gazzetta dello Sport that says that Lukaku is interested in a reunion with former Inter Milan boss Antonio Conte. Don't know if it's true.
So you man played up 3 times this month as well.
What journalists are watching this stream then? Because Alex has been saying this for months, and I know this ain't a legit rumor. So I know one of them's watching this.
I could see him going to Spurs. Honestly, I can't.
I could not.
I think
I
I
definitely could not.
We don't
You
do
played him
business
3
with Tottenham,
times this
Johnny.
month, bro. You gonna throw him on at one of them games?
No, I think
Just gonna leave him at White Hart Lane next week.
I think Lukaku goes to Spurs because he's proven he's a rat, he's a bad egg, and he'll go, right. But I don't think Roman will sell him to Spurs. That's where it won't happen.
That's the thing, Johnny. Like we said in the summer, we don't do business with Spurs.
It will be a trade somehow if he goes. But
why would he go to Tottenham?
What's your biggest thing? What's your biggest thing with what
My
Lukaku
penis.
said?
What?
Nah, it's the one on your head. What's the biggest upset of what Lukaku said? Like, come on, I just want to know, innit?
Well, do you want me to list it all out for you? Do you want me to list it all out for you?
Just before he does list it out, Cameron says, in my opinion, the team was great yesterday. I think Alonso and Mount were poor. Alonso could have gave it to Havertz, and Mount was non-existent, in my opinion. At the risk of not setting Johnny off, we're going to move swiftly on to the next super chat from Paul saying, when we play against non-low block teams, we get to show how fast we can progress balls. Side note, thank God J5 didn't play this game and knew it wouldn't take that long before some slander. Can't be asked. JP also says time to start playing Pulisic at left wing and have Cho go back to right wing back. Also, when are we going to start questioning Havertz's impact so far? I think we will talk about Havertz later on into the stream as well. It was another quiet performance from him too, but in terms of Pulisic and Cho over the last few games, Cho hasn't been the best, but I'll be real. I want to see a bit more from Pulisic over the next few games as well. But he did have a promising performance. I won't try and take it away from him. Paul also says this game did not need a register. Man came on and was being ran past like he came from playing a 119-minute UCL semi. We've talked about how heavily overplayed this guy has been. Can we just go one game without the slander, please? Frosted Myth also says, hey, Lewis, it's been a long time. A few months back, people here were saying Sal would bench the Croatian Zidane. Shake my head. Were people saying Sal would bench Kovacic?
I said it at the beginning of the season.
Madness.
Really?
I said at the beginning of the season, but
I think I heard.
Kovacic was not playing to that level now, was he?
He was
also, we didn't expect Sal to be playing at that level either.
Yeah, that's very true.
From the beginning of the season.
Oh,
Can I ask everyone a question? Yeah, all right.
Go for it.
If you're let's say it's your wife, bruv. Let's get deep about it because you sign a bond, didn't you? You sign a fucking life or death. Life and death, yeah. All right, Jester. But just imagine you are married, bruv, for this moment, yeah.
Nightmares,
as hard as it is, bruv. Yeah. You're married. You got your missus, all right, and she comes, or you find out that she's made a fucking 10-hour porno of all your mates banging her, bruv. All right.
That's
all right. And she comes through the door. And she says, look, I'm so sorry. I apologise. I shouldn't have done that. And can we find a way to move on and continue our marriage? Are you gonna let her stay in the marriage and even stay under the same fucking roof as you?
How have you made that so extreme?
I don't even understand.
That's how I see Lukaku, bruv.
Randomest, like
that's how I see Lukaku, bruv. That's what he's done to Chelsea and the fans, bruv. He's fucked us all
I need to ask
wait. Hold on a second.
And he's done it in a documentary.
Minerals. You're chatting a bunch of shit, bro. Like real.
That's not a bunch of shit, bruv.
It is.
It's not.
You're talking about. Well, firstly, you're
Johnny,
talking about a marriage.
If that's what you're thinking, your foreplay is bad, man. Your foreplay is bad.
No, this guy doesn't. This guy, I don't foreplay, bruv. I just go in, bruv. And I expect.
Wait, what?
I expect a Liverpool fan to probably side with Lukaku because he's milking it and he's loving it. But I'm very fucking. I'm very rattled with what's. I'm very fucking rattled. I'm very sensitive about this situation, bruv. So like I don't want to banter it, but I was giving you an example. Yeah, I'm giving you an example. If your missus got caught cheating, would you accept your missus back? Is my
No.
fucking question.
Of course not, but it's not the same
Right.
situation.
So-
it's not the same situation, and I don't even think that the two correlate, to be very honest with you, yeah. Because firstly, you're talking about making a marriage. Like when you go into a marriage, there's no other things other than the fact that you want to be with that person. With a footballer, there is bro, you didn't even fucking want Lukaku. Like the price tag was heavy on it. Like he himself has come out.
Tuchel didn't want
There's a lot of other things that go into a footballer choosing his destination to play football than that of a person choosing a wife. Big man, what is going on? Like, relax. I understand you're hurt, but the two don't correlate. He hasn't cheated on you. I can understand maybe he's showing his arse a little bit. That I will give you.
Are you
But
joking? He ain't cheated on me. He ain't cheated on us.
Of course he ain't cheated on you. How's he cheated on you? All he
All
said
right,
is
all
he
right, all right,
flirted
all right.
with
Let's
his.
get. All right, I didn't want to get into this, bro. But I'm gonna fucking land some serious minerals right fucking now.
No, you're not.
Bruv.
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna land it, bro.
Why don't you wait?
I didn't
Why
want to
don't
get
you
into
wait?
this shit,
And then-
bruv. But you're
Bro, I
fucking
don't
rattling me with Lukaku, bruv.
Because you're chatting shit.
Happy
Stop
New
chatting
Year,
shit.
everyone.
I'm gonna tell you how it is, bruv. I'm gonna tell you how it is, bruv. I'm gonna tell you how it is, bruv. Yeah. Don't come in here. You're a dipper, bruv. Don't fucking come on here, bruv, and tell me about my club and Liverpool and Lukaku, bruv. Yeah. So just pipe your horses down for a second, yeah. Pipe your horses down. I'm gonna tell you, bruv. I'm gonna tell you, bruv. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, bruv. I'm gonna tell you, bruv, right now, bruv, how it goes down with Lukaku, bruv. I'm gonna tell you how it goes, bruv. All right. That geezer.
Go and keep on talking.
Well, the fact that you don't know is laughable, bruv, because you clearly don't know, bruv. You clearly do not know the details. So I don't know what you're coming on here with the big bollocks, thinking you know and justifying. Oh, Lukaku hasn't cheated.
No.
I'm trying to have a conversation, and you're over and you're shouting. Shut your mouth and let other people talk.
No, don't tell me to shut my mouth. You can calm your beans, man.
I said I wanted one stream without beef. We dead off.
Chill your beans,
You can
man.
see my face, bro. Man's here.
Yeah, everyone knows me as well, bruv. I don't need to show my face, bruv.
Look at the chat. Look at your own chat. Bear man are telling you.
I don't give a shit, bruv. I don't give a shit, bruv.
If you let me finish, you would have known what to retort to, innit? If you'd let me finish, then you would have known what I'm talking about.
Listen, yeah. You don't know about Lukaku's situation, bruv. You don't know about it, bruv. You don't know about it, bruv.
Well,
I don't know why you're giving it all the big bollocks. I don't get it, bruv.
I'm not giving it all the big bollocks. I was in the middle of saying something. And then you just
You're
started
trying to
no.
Right,
justify
guys. Because I said I wanted one stream without beef, and we dead ass couldn't go 10 minutes. Right, one at a time. Saints, drop your point, and then Johnny will get a response.
Nah, he's done all of this.
No, go on, my son. You know all about the Lukaku situation. Go on, land it, bruv. Go on, I'm waiting. Go on.
What I was saying, right, was in regards to your example, it was bullshit. Like, first of all, like Lukaku's come over, and the only things really that I think are wrong with what he said is the timing and the whole flirting for Inter, the whole Latari, Martinez, and all of them thing. He shouldn't be really saying that. But in terms of him cheating on you, how the fuck's he cheated on you, rude boy? He's come over here and he's actually done as well as he could do out of COVID and injuries. Do I think that he shouldn't be playing? And you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm
7
a Liverpool
goals.
fan and I'll be happy. I'm not happy, bruv. I'm not happy at all. I think he's bang out of order for certain things that he's done. But I do think that people are going way overboard, like relaxing it. And the fact of the matter is, Tuchel is the best thing since sliced bread. So why are people even thinking that some of the players are going to be against him and playing for? It don't make no sense. Like
they're not against him.
Exactly.
That's the point.
And it showed in that performance. So I don't understand.
Yeah, but Lukaku is, bruv.
In that performance, it actually was the worst thing for Lukaku, because it showed that you lot are together. You lot can actually create chances without him. You lot were 2-0 down and came back 2-2. Like, there shouldn't really be this much onus on Lukaku. You're just making up, do you know what I mean? Bare noise.
Because the thing is with Lukaku is what he's done is he's creating a divide because he knows he's a £100 million asset. In fact, he's a £200 million asset because of his wages, bruv. Yeah.
You know that he's gonna cost us at the end of his contract 65 million pounds.
It's not even a contract, Alex, bruv. It's not even a contract, bruv. It's the simple fact that if he stays, he knows he's got player power.
Johnny, let me.
He knows he's got player power. Let me answer this geezer, bruv. Let me answer this geezer.
Check your
DM. For fuck's sake, bruv. Yeah. Let me answer this geezer. All right. So he knows he's got the player power. He knows that. He knows he signed a 5-year deal. He can go. So he's gone and set up a private interview in his own fucking yard with Sky Italia, with Sky Italia, with his management knowing, probably his agent as well, twerked for Inter Milan, said I wouldn't even be in London if they offered me the contract. Going on like he's all, I'm Chelsea, I'm proper Chelsea, and I've got unfinished business. Talking about the manager, mentioning the manager, not even the name, doesn't even have to mention the name, mention the fucking manager, mention the fact that he plays in a system that basically he's struggling with. Why are you bringing that up if it's just a love story with Inter Milan, bruv?
I don't understand how this.
Why would you? What correlation has Chelsea Football Club and his situation got to do? What's it got to do with it?
Who in the panel has claimed to be in Lukaku's mind? Who would know the motivations of his? Like, no one here can honestly give you oh no, he did that because fuck knows. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, as a fan base, you're giving way too much emphasis on it. Like, you lot could move on. You lot could let him sit down and move on. It's not like you lot got battered. If you got battered, I'd be sitting there like, right, okay, I understand. But you didn't. Like, you know what I mean? You lot came out. You were probably the better team in the second half. Like, just, do you know what I mean? Deal with it.
I think you miss it.
It's not simple as that, mate.
You don't understand where Johnny coming from.
You got to understand, You got to understand when it's your player that puts on your shirt, bruv, and he's not even been here for 4.5 fucking months, and we've broken the record of 100 million for this guy, bruv. Yeah, and he's come in and he's acting like this and betrayed his manager, his teammates, and the fucking whole football club and all the fans. That is a lot to take. If this was Fergie back in the day, I'll tell you this now, he's out the fucking door instantly. Like he did with Roy Keane, David Beckham, all these players, bruv. All right? And the simple fact, the fact is, the board is not going to back Thomas Tuchel because the board will want Lukaku to stay, and that is going to be the fact of the matter is.
Right, just before we go off anymore, Ace Ready says she can stay if she has the minerals. Dag says, have you read the Athletic article on the mess? I need to read the Athletic article as well, but from what I've just seen from what Jester said, Lukaku, there's no chance of him leaving for the end of the season. So whether we agree with the comments or we don't, we are just going to have to try and firm it and make it work. Donald saying, I'm surprised some fans are defending R9. I'm his fan, but his actions are totally disrespectful. He should leave or apologize to the club. This is Chelsea. The one thing that was surprising was that Lukaku said that he didn't feel like he needed to apologize for it.
Well, apparently now
that's disgraceful. That's fucking disgraceful.
Gloria says, I'm not going to lie, Prince Andrew's future.
There's no justification for that, bruv. He's got to go, bruv. He's got to go. This guy's got to go. He's got to get out of the club.
He's not going in January. He's not going in January.
We're in January. We're in the January transfer window. Get the fuck out.
That's a mad comment, you know.
We don't need
Gloria
him.
always comes with the mad ones. But I don't even know if I can read that one out. Still,
I was going to
say. Was it just Alex? You had something you wanted to say, so we'll go to you.
Yeah, I don't know the Liverpool fella's name, but
sorry, bro.
Say. I just sometimes apparently this is your first meeting with Johnny. That's not my first rodeo. So Johnny speaks with a passion. Sometimes it's just too much passion. But
big up yourself, Johnny, man.
Here's what I think people don't understand what Johnny takes it personally. And to be fair, a lot of fans took it personally. Not because what he said with Inter, it's because what he said even before that. When he came to Chelsea, remember that interview that he gave to Chelsea TV, how he wants to retire at Chelsea. This is his last destination. He always dream of that and all that. And stuff like that. You're on mute, man. And stuff like that.
No, I was just saying to Lewis, I got something to say, but I don't want to interrupt you. So go.
Oh yeah.
So here's so that's what I think where it comes to take it a little bit personal. It's because what he's even said before that, how he wants to retire, how he wants to that. What makes me exactly mad on the same level as Johnny. People saying like because I didn't want him in the first place. That doesn't fucking have nothing to do with if I wanted him or not. What I like is Tuchel. What I like is Tuchel. And the thing is, what he put it in this situation, it doesn't only does it for this time. remember this thing. Every time Chelsea gonna have a bad result on that thing is gonna come up in the media. And England is not the favorite to do it. They will bring it up. They will bring it up. They will bring it. That's the reason why I'm frustrated with the business.
You make a great point. Can I say this, right? And I say this in regards to what you just said. And I'm saying this as an outsider because, like, do you know what I mean? I rate you, man. Shout out everyone in the chat as well that came over for the preview. You, man, bigged me up and helped my channel. So, like, I rate you, man. All I'm trying to say is, like, do you think, yeah, from an outsider's point of view, like the way in which your club has been run historically, with the fact of, like, you know, like I'm not, yeah, like I'm just saying, like, you know, like you call you lot the soulless club because of the way, like, you lot are just in and out, but your success is directly linked to that. Do you know what I mean? So no one can't really say nothing in terms of that. So, like, but however, because of how rapid you lot are to get rid of managers, and because of that, there's been an increase in player power. Do you not think it's more of an indictment to the club, or the way it, like the way in which fans see it? If there is any type of, how could Lukaku, considering and this is an outsider, I'm a rival. The absolute fucking work that Tuchel's done has been second to none. He is, like, honestly, I'm looking as an outsider, I'm like, fuck, they got it right. Tuchel was brilliant for them. And all you, man, love Tuchel. So it seems to me like, how could Lukaku even, like, be a thing? I think it's more you lot thinking, bro, we know how our club's on. Because I guarantee you, if it was Liverpool, Lukaku would be on. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be a thing. But because you lot know,
because that the manager probably gets sacked because of it. That's why.
And even that being a thing is ridiculous, because how? You know, the one's there, like,
because he creates a divide in the squad. He creates a divide in the squad. No, that's what happens.
I think it's the timing.
It probably gets bigger. The seed just grows, bruv. He's a seed. He's part of the seed. It grows.
And another thing, it doesn't matter which club he is. It's 100 million signing. If it's a Pep, it wouldn't be tolerated. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know that, but City fans wouldn't be sitting here thinking, oh, is it Pep or is it Lukaku? I guarantee you that.
Can you?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but can you imagine if one of the Liverpool players said that, not just against the club? What do you think it will turn out?
I think we're missing the big picture here.
I'll be outside of fuck out. Are you dumb?
Justice, what point do you want to add to that as well?
Well, I think this is the first manager since I've been supporting Chelsea that's an actual Roman approved manager. Roman wanted Thomas Tuchel at this club. He's his guy. And I think that's what makes this a little bit different from before is Roman wanted Tuchel. He wanted Tuchel when we brought in Sarri. He wanted Tuchel before Lampard. He's his handpicked, approved manager. And it's true, he also handpicked Romelu Lukaku. He sent his son down to negotiate. He was supposedly in on the deal from the big man himself. So now he looks doubly bad because his handpicked manager is not getting any love from his handpicked striker. So now he's got double egg on his face. So he's going to make this right. He's going to back the manager because it's easier to get rid of one player now than it is the entire management staff, which means you have a different system come in, which means you have to start all over on this process again and bring in different players that the new manager wants. We're already on the process of rebuilding with Tuchel. You have to stick with it and see it through. You cannot let one person, whether it be $100 million signing or an academy graduate that doesn't want to sign a new contract, you can't let them spoil the sauce. You have to move forward.
Big facts. Yeah, I agree with that, man.
So he's not leaving in January. It's too hard of a deal to do. So he's at least with us until the summertime. At least.
That's why I'm thinking, like, regardless of how annoyed everyone is we're going to have to get to a point where people just have to put it all in the
but my thing is,
by then, you lot direct this.
Bruv. By then, he's got time to, I think, disrupt things even more, and we don't know what's going to happen to him, bruv.
But how could he disrupt things anymore?
You man are making him. You man are the fan
not
base.
playing him, bruv.
He's going to play him. You're not going to see him on the look. He's got an 80% conversion rate. whether you think he should have
scored
kept
7
his
goals,
cake hole
mate.
shut or not.
He
I
scored 7
personally think he
goals.
shouldn't have done the
Out of
interview.
like 10 shots,
But he
though, bro.
converts
Yeah,
80% of the
yeah.
time.
It doesn't
You have to
matter. It
have
doesn't
him on
matter.
the
He scored
pitch.
7 goals. He's poor, bruv.
No, but
Out
like
of like
if
He
you're
ten
getting
went from
chances,
9 attempts.
if
How
you're
many
getting like
shots
15,
did he
20
get?
chances,
9
he's scoring like
attempts.
15 goals.
Yes,
Yeah.
7 goals from
That's what
9
he said,
attempts.
9 attempts this season.
That's not 80%. That's more than 80%.
He's
9
an
attempts and
arrogant.
scored
He's an
7 goals.
arrogant guy, bruv.
No,
The fact
I
he doesn't
can't
want to
lie. That's the
apologise,
conversion
bruv.
rate.
Get
We have
rid
to
of him.
find a way to make this
That,
work.
that,
That's
that,
what I'm
those
saying.
are monsters
He has to
numbers,
work,
by the
bro.
way.
I don't care.
He has to work, bro. And it's the fan base, bro. Johnny, he's rattling you, and you gotta get past that, bro, because it's you lot that's gonna create the divide.
I
If you
can't
lot,
chant his name ever again, bruv. That's how I feel.
that's what I'm saying. You see what I
Hold on.
mean? This is then the media's gonna
Yeah.
get to you, bro.
Here's
They're gonna-
no. Here's the thing. For me personally, apology from him will not mean nothing at this moment. But if he does what he does in the future, game after game, and he regain the trust, because believe me,
Is Daniel here?
no, I'm Alex.
Yeah.
But
All right, cool.
Taking a piss,
I'm just
man.
making sure because I was gonna get Scott on if he wasn't here, but go for
No,
it.
I think we
anyway,
have
so
10
what I
already.
was saying, like, if
I was
he
just letting these guys get through their,
Yeah, no worries, no worries,
Yeah.
no worries. Go on,
anyway, so
Alex.
as I was saying, like, his apology will start the process. Like I said, if the whole thing will be fixed at the end, and whatever the Tuchel will decide, I'll stand by Tuchel. Johnny, if you support Tuchel and Tuchel said we need to pass that, you
Pass it,
You
bro.
don't know.
number
He's
one.
told by the board what to fucking say, mate. That's how the
you
club
Johnny,
goes.
bro,
That's
you're
what-
gonna,
that's what-
Johnny, you're gonna
you
give
see what I'm
yourself
saying?
a
Okay,
criticism,
so
bro.
I've
You
looked at
gotta just allow it,
Lukaku's
bro.
stats. I've looked at Lukaku's stats. He's got 5 goals in the league this season, 22 shots and 8 shots on target. 36% shooting accuracy.
21.
So at least when it's on target, it's likely going into the back of the net. But in terms of just from 9 shots, I didn't think it was that accurate anyway, to be fair. But those are the stats I'm seeing
It's
on the
not good
Premier League
enough for
website.
100 million.
And the
Anyway,
majority
that's
of
what I,
his
that's what I
goals
was,
have been like match
that
winners
was my
from the
point.
boys.
It's beyond the repair at this point for me, because he was those things that actually got to me, like how
So
it's more about Tuchel. But if he apologizes, I know it's not going to be sincere.
But the point is,
because
Alex,
they
we've
have
got no
to.
idea,
He will
bruv, if
apologise,
it is a
and
Tuchel
later-
decision, is my point. No one knows if it's a
Yeah.
Tuchel decision
you
until
have
it's
to,
sold.
you have to back it like it is.
But Johnny, it's
because
sounding
that's
to me like
the
you don't care whether it is or not. You're just pissed either
No,
way.
no, no.
So why?
If I get confirmation, which I won't, because I'm not in the boardroom, yeah, to know that Tuchel made that decision. If he made that decision, I'll back Tuchel 1,000%, bro.
But if you, like you
Yeah.
just said, you're not in the boardroom to know. So until then,
Yeah, so
aren't you just
all I
aren't you just
know-
better
all
just
I
backing
know-
him anyways?
Yeah, but I know my club, and my club, history will tell you the club, the board make decisions. They don't fucking back.
No, Johnny.
managers.
How you can say the back like a previous history? We never had this kind of situation before with the board.
You've never
No,
had a manager that
this-
won you the Champions League in 4 months, brother.
Bruv, every time there was an issue in the dressing room, what does the ball go and do? History will tell you they get rid of the manager. End of.
I
This
know
guy
that.
is
I know
disrupting the harmony of the squad.
Johnny,
Yeah, but
believe
it's
me,
a very,
I'm
opaque
fuming
way of
with
seeing
you.
things. Like
I'm fuming
No,
with
it's just
you at
football,
the
man.
same
That's
time.
football and the way the clubs run, bruv.
Can we actually talk about the match
Ferguson
now?
back
Yeah,
in the
like-
day, bruv. Ferguson back in the day
Yeah,
got
we
rid of Jack
diverted
Stam.
to another
He got rid of
Lukaku discussion.
Kinchelskis. He got
Mm.
rid of
Yeah.
fucking Roy Keane. He got rid of Beckham in his prime, bruv.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny, it's one of them.
you know
I think-
what?
I think-
Right,
I think
you know
what
what?
people
Talking
have
about
to
the
get-
match,
Can we
I
talk
think
about
we
the
need to.
game?
Wait,
We need to
is
talk
right.
I would
about
love to talk about
the
game.
2 nines that were missing, bro.
To be honest with you, I don't want to talk about Lukaku because he fucking I can't stand him, bruv. He's a
Right.
disgrace.
So with
He's
that
a
in mind,
disgrace to our
I'm-
club.
with
hold
that
on,
in mind, I'm just
How-
going to read this
how
one
can
last
you-
super
How
chat and
can
then
you
we'll
talk
be
about
done.
Lukaku for 40 minutes and then say I don't want to talk about
I'm
Lukaku.
done with it. I've been on a
Bro,
space on
uh,
Monster Space,
someone-
bruv. I was on a space last night.
I
And
was
I've
on a
said
space
how I
last
feel.
night too,
Everyone
bro.
knows how I feel.
Let it go.
And
Let it go.
I'm not going to
Right.
talk about it anymore. I'm not
Jody,
gonna talk about it, bruv.
Jody.
I
Right,
can't
I'm
be
gonna
arsed
read
for him,
this.
bruv.
I'm gonna read this one super chat and then we can make a move.
Yeah,
Frost
yeah,
Smith
let's
says
move
player
on, bruv.
fan base complaining, Chelsea fan base complaining about player power, and some fans are backing the B-Tech Stormzy. I don't know who can still back him at this point, but
Let me tell you
personally,
about
I'm just like,
enemy.
we have to make this work for the rest of the season. We have to find a way to make this work. Now, Saint, you wanted to say something about the Chelsea game, so go for it, bro.
My guy. I just wanted to say,
Fuck,
like,
man.
it's funny that we're spending all this time talking about Lukaku, and we had some, like, and not just you, because like Jota was missing. Havertz was missing. Like, it's mad. I do think that the game was very entertaining. We're both a bunch of bottle jobs. More so us, to be very honest with you. There is no way, and I know it's hyperbolic. You go to Stamford Bridge and get a draw, it's calm. But in the scheme of things, in what this meant, like, to be 2-0 up as well, bro. You don't be 2-0 up within 25 minutes. Bottle jobs, bro. Man ain't coming out here and trying to paint it in no other light. It's ridiculous. Like, there's no way that we can be title contenders and be letting go of leads 17 times in the league. It's a joke thing. It's the one game though.
At that game and just laughing,
bro. They've been laughing. To be very honest with you, if I'm honest, it's not even. This isn't a bad result. It's the Leicester one that killed us. Because if we'd won against Leicester and gone and drawn here, it wouldn't have been seen that badly. But
it's the same with us in the Brighton game.
Well, we've both let City have
2 points to Brighton.
We've both let City run. They ain't run away with it just yet because it's not over mathematically, in my opinion. Yeah, so there's always a chance. You don't know what can happen. Yeah, but what I will say is Manchester City won yesterday because Liverpool and Chelsea, one of them had to win. Because right now City are in such a position where they can they have to lose 3 games now. They have to lose 3 games. That's a big ask.
And it's not even that. It's not even that, Minerals. I can see them losing 3 games. Can you see Chelsea not losing 3 games? Because I can't see Liverpool not losing 3 games. That's the thing.
Yeah, we'll lose a game.
At the minute,
we'll lose.
We've got City next week.
With our wing back situations, I believe we can beat City. I believe we can do a number on City when we go and play them. I believe we can.
Yeah, blame everything on Marcos Alonso, man.
But at the end of the day, whether we can go on we need to go on like a 10 winning game run, and we're not in that.
No way, bruv. 15, bruv. You need to go on I'm talking 12, 13 game.
Yeah, but I think in that 10 game period of winning,
we changed the subject, but is the two people still same conversation?
I think they will drop points, bro.
I actually agree. I think we can.
I was going to say, I think with your defense yesterday, you licking goals, and I spoke to Ryan last night. It's not only this game, but also last couple of games. For example, Leicester and Brighton as well. Those games could have cost you as well though.
Yep.
And probably Man City as well. It's the same thing that happened to you lot.
Yep, it's the same thing, bro. 17 times, bro. And I'm not sitting here moaning at
I'll
this game.
still take Man City winning a title over Liverpool.
No, but I would. It's fact, bro. It is. Oh, what? As in, if you had to choose? Yeah, I'll give it back to you. But the thing is, the only good thing about this, the only good thing for us personally, and I've seen a comment. I will answer that. But the only good thing about this is I think that it now, if we had won this game, do I think we would have catch City? No. And it puts Klopp in a bit of a weird one because the cup game now he'll field a bunch of youths. Now I will
still feel youth.
No, well that's the thing. If he does now, it gives him no recourse because I will go at him because really and truly we need cups. Do you see what I'm saying? We need to turn into a cup team because the league. I would favor the cup games as opposed to the league. As opposed to, do I think Mane should have got a red? I do. I also feel like Pulisic should have got a red. I think both goal scorers shouldn't have really been on the pitch.
Pulisic should have got a red.
For what? You mean Mount?
Sorry,
that weren't no kick.
Was it? Sorry, it was Mount. It was Mount did the same thing. I think it was Mount.
I think the player.
Yeah, it was Mount. It was Mount. Yeah,
Mount
wasn't no red.
Mount wasn't a red card.
The guy was holding Mount's foot, and Mount just lifted it up.
Mount lifted it up with a bit.
He was struggling against Lega.
He didn't stamp on him or anything like that, or
I do think the ref bottled it a bit. And to be fair, like
I think it's a pink for Mane. It's like a pink card.
Yeah, because if you look at it, he didn't actually even hit him with his elbow. That's why I'm a bit like I'm not.
He hit him with the forearm.
What it is when he went up, the ball was nowhere near, and he went with his elbow first. Not that he hit with his elbow, but he went up with his elbow first. Yeah. And then it was the force that he went into Asby with. That's why it was a red.
Your hands go down. When he jumped, his hand went sideways.
Yeah, he was aware. He was aware of what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
So can we just all laugh that we're not Manchester United and possibly have to start Phil Jones at center back?
Wait, what?
Harry Maguire did not travel with the team.
Yeah, Harry Maguire he was dropped.
Wolves don't score though. Wolves still ain't gonna score, bro. You could put flipping like Fred in centre back. The man don't score goals, man. So
Bobby Lashley will have a
I
day.
said
By
Mane with
by
prime
the way,
AJ
Salah
Styles
still has
phenomenal
more
forearm.
dignity
Can't
to
be
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Salah still has more dignity to Chelsea
look,
than
Safe, Daniel.
I want to know this. Do you think if Klopp was on the touchline, it makes a difference in this game?
100%. Well, I don't. I was gonna say
I
100%.
think
I need to
so.
stop
I think
myself
so.
because I think it does, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. 17 times, bro. 17 times we've had the lead and we've lost and we haven't won the game. So
Yeah, there
to a
was
certain
bad,
extent,
bad.
to a certain extent, I'm like, yes, I do feel like there's certain things in the game that I needed Klopp to be there, but do I have total faith? No, I don't.
Do you think Alisson saves either of our goals though?
I think I don't think anyone's saving the first one. That Kovacic goal is a blinder. And Henderson has had a shocker on both of those. The second one, I think the way that Alisson would have come out because he does it regularly, sweeper keeper, like that's how we play. I think he probably made. I don't know if he's saving it. I think he would have made himself big. He would have made himself bigger. It would have been a bigger. Do you know what I mean? It would have been it was a bit easier.
There's no goalkeepers saving any of our 2 goals.
If
goalkeeper.
Alisson goes out, I think Pulisic runs around, and Pulisic is actually pretty good at running around keepers. He did it against Real Madrid semi-final. Like
he didn't do it against Kelleher early on in the game.
No, yeah, he got caught out because, in all fairness, he didn't even run out. Like Pulisic just tried running around him really, and it just happened. But like, if Alisson did run out like a mad person, I think he would have got rampant.
Big up C1.
The only savable goal was probably the second.
Oh,
one
C1's
from-
living. Why? We're not talking about Alonso. That's why.
So the only savable one, in my opinion, was the second one from Salah. Mendy could have done better than that. He got beat at his near post. Other than that, it wasn't on the keepers. Kelleher had a really good game. Actually,
I was gonna say, I feel like this game alone for Liverpool is the final nail in the coffin because Mane, this is the last game. Apparently, he went to AFCON and probably Salah as well. So you lot gonna have to put at least like a couple of weird wingers like the Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Who's your next game? Who's your next league game?
I think they got.
I swear you got easier fixtures now.
Yeah, easiest fixture. Yeah, you got Palace and Brentford. Literally, yeah.
We've got Palace and Brentford in a league, and then we've got Shrewsbury and Arsenal in the cups.
Crystal Palace is not easy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crystal Palace playing
easy.
good. No, they're playing
easy,
good.
But yeah, they have.
They're gonna have to put up with Minamino and all that up front.
So I guess Jota, Minamino, and who are gonna play?
It's mad because Origi's not fit.
Who is the last name of that player?
You got what about Firmino?
Firmino's injured as well. To be fair, so like
Yeah,
what I was gonna
COVID.
say is if we had everything, it would be probably Jota on the left. Even though he's been doing really, he's got good number 9 numbers. But I put Jota on the left, Origi through the middle, and then one of Minamino or probably be Minamino on the right. To be fair.
Do you think you're gonna pick up many points with that starting?
Or I'll put Origi on the right, and have Bobby through the middle.
Same question.
I think we'll pick up more points than people are giving us credit for. In all honesty, I rate like a lot of these players don't get the opportunity to play, but I do see them. Origi just needs game time, and this is the time in which you'll get game time. And I do rate
your saving grace with this situation is that everyone's played in Klopp's system for a long time. These players that are coming in now to fill out, no one can replace Sane and Mane. Let's be real about it. Like they
Salah.
are. Sorry, Salah. Sorry, Salah. Yeah, Salah. They can't replace them. Yeah, but I think the players that you do put in know the system, and that might just get you over the line. Depending on the opposition how they play, I think you could get over the line and get through it.
And to be honest with you, if I'm honest, and I don't think you'll hear a lot of Liverpool fans saying this, but like, you know what I mean? One of the real ones. I feel like this gives us an opportunity to get out of our comfort zone. When you have players like, especially Salah, Mane on the we just get so dependent on them and the type of playing that we play. For 6 years, we don't really have a different style of play. We don't have a plan B, and I think that this will actually force Klopp to like come out of his comfort zone a little bit and actually tactically because bro, there's no way that we should be continuing playing the way we're playing when we're 2-0 up at Stamford Bridge. It just doesn't make no sense. Like I would like to see us go into a little bit more like
Did Salah sign a contract
controlling games.
Probably,
He will.
probably
He
find
will
yourself
do.
out of
As
the
in,
top 4
What do
comfort
you mean
zone.
he will? He will. What do you mean he will?
like, as in, I think it's the
He'll
word
do it
is
this
that
summer.
it's done. Yeah, he will do it this summer,
So,
but he
Lewis,
hasn't as of
just
yet.
one more
I
thing
think,
before I bounce.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on, Jess.
I got a busy Monday. Look, I know everybody wants me to speak on Pulisic since I'm here. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. I went to writing his obituary as a Chelsea player to a moment of pure excitement, and I got to see Christian Pulisic from his first year back from Project Restart in that moment. So for me, you know, it was kind of a Jekyll and Hyde first half until he scored that goal. He was quite poor and probably should have been yanked at halftime, but he got the goal kicked on. And I thought he was the only player in our front three that looked like he was ever going to score another goal or a goal, period.
Go AM is mad.
And when he went out of the front three, we had nothing. When he got moved to wing back, we had no attack. It was dead. So that's all I got to say about it. Take it as you want. Still think he needs to be sold.
It's just a performance for him to build on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we would say, wait for him to get into a few games of form, and then you start seeing the real Pulisic. Maybe we're at that period, but now it's a period where just don't get another injury, because then it's just the same revolving circle.
Well, knock on wood. Knock on wood. By the way,
exactly.
It's been over a year since he's had a muscle injury. He's been over a year since he's had a muscle injury. So you can't say that we're worried about his muscles right now. So if it's more that he might get injured in the game.
Wait, was it not a muscular injury when he got injured in international duty?
Yeah, but it wasn't like he pulled
injury.
something.
It was a ligament.
Yeah, it's not like he pulled something. He was actually injured while playing, as in somebody else injured him.
But yeah, it was the ankle, right?
Yeah, it was a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Guys, so now I'm on a Chelsea thing. Can I ask about Havertz? Because, like, for me, he's just
we need to have a discussion
bro.
We'll see
one sec. Jesters, bless, take care of yourself. We'll go into Havertz. Let me just read a few of these super chats. Cameron says, let's not forget we have Kepa in goal. Thank you for the reminder, Cameron. Thank you very much. Nyack says, our squad is talented, but we just need to learn how to win over a long period of time. Simply put, one game at a time, improve our form and defend for the Champions League. It's all we can do, but also take into account the reasons why we've been underperforming as well. There is context behind it, so I don't think it's the case that we need to learn how to win. We just couldn't account for all the injuries and the situations that we've been in right now. Goyam says, breaking news.
Liverpool last season, bruv.
Yeah, same situation as you guys. That's why you lot should be able to relate just as well. Goyam says, breaking Lukaku. Found hiding in the cargo hold of plane bound to AFCON. Belgian Troy Deeney said, you always played for Africa and we're just tripping. Can't be asked, man, but big up yourself as well.
Lewis, bro, we need to have a word about our number 9 yesterday. Like I heard
hold on a second. What do you want to do? What do you want to do with him?
I was gonna say, I heard all the nonsense earlier about Lukaku, and I'm not going into it, but if he's not going to be part of it,
listen to this geezer, bro.
Shut up, man. Let me
you want to talk about
You're so jarring, bro.
Let him talk. Kevin De Bruyne things. Let him talk.
If the consensus or if the outcome is that he's not part of our squad, then we need to find a short-term fix for our number 9 position, because Havertz and Werner ain't it.
I mean, he has been out like 3 weeks.
I don't care.
Been out since
I had the same. I had
December,
I had the same energy. I had the same energy for Kovacic in the last game. Being out for so long and injury and all that shit doesn't stop you from being able to control the ball. It doesn't.
Okay, what do you want him to? What do you want from him? What do you want from him?
It affects your first touch, your match sharpness, bruv. That's just simple basics of playing football.
No. That is absolute bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. If you ask any retired footballer to drop dead a football with their first touch right now, they will do it. That is absolute bullshit.
And not in the middle of a game.
It doesn't matter. It's absolute
in a competitive
bullshit.
game against Liverpool, bruv.
it's a bit different in the game.
Prime. He's starting to get into his prime. There's no way his first touch.
What
gets
prime? He's 21 years old.
Honestly,
He's not
I
getting
don't
into
hear
his
you
prime.
lot back
He's
your
not
fucking
getting into his
players,
prime.
bruv. All you want to do is criticise the players, bruv. All you want to do is criticise them, bruv. What's wrong
He's
with
not getting into his prime. He's not getting into his prime.
What's wrong with you lot,
This
bruv?
excuse is nonsense. This excuse is nonsense.
Pathetic.
This
And
is ridiculous.
are we talking about the one? Are we talking about the one touch that he had where he went
I'm talking about the
for
whole
the
game.
touchline and lost the ball?
Absolutely not.
Like,
He was
Absolutely
pretty
not.
non-existent the
Absolutely
whole
not.
game,
Absolutely
bro.
not.
I was going
I'm
to
talking
say,
about the entire
it's
game.
not just the touch. It's that it's been completely non-existent throughout the whole game.
I
The
don't
whole
understand.
Because he's
game.
not fucking Matt
Scott.
Fit or Matt Sharp. What do you expect the guy to be
Bro,
like?
I've seen him
you have
do
to
this.
remember-
He is match fit and match sharp.
remember
I've
he's
seen him
not
do
Matt
this
Sharp,
so
bro. He's
many
not
times
played
across
since
the
the 11th
season.
Everybody needs to.
December,
Everybody, let me
How can
ask
you
you.
say
Let
he's
me
Matt
let me
Sharp?
talk to Scott. Let me ask you, Scott. Scott, what do you want from the guy? What do you want from with the guy to be done?
I want him to be able to show simple link-up play.
No. What do you want? You manager right now. What do you do with the with Kai Havertz? Sell him? Bench him?
No,
What
I
do you
don't
wanna
want
do?
to sell him, but this is becoming an. I've said this has been
Okay,
an issue.
so bench him, right? Bench him.
Yeah, I've said. I
Okay.
said if the whole
Who we playing?
if the
Who we
whole
playing?
Lukaku thing is he's out of the team, cool. That's the ending result of this. Then
Are you
our
saying don't
options
bite
are
your
fine.
nose to spite your face kind of thing? Like,
Yeah,
is that
our
what you said?
options, but I don't want to get into the Lukaku thing because I don't want to be here for another hour and just hear nonsense.
Yeah, I hear that.
Anyway,
I hear that.
so our options at striker are Havertz, who we know is inconsistent and goes missing in games, and Timo Werner, who all of us on this panel know isn't good enough. Those are our two options up front. So therefore, I would like to see a simple fix for, even if it's just a loan for 6 months or something, or bring Broha back. I need something because those two as our strikers from now to the end of the season are not good enough.
We also need
Can I ask a question? You see that?
left back,
you see
right back,
Uh,
center back, midfielder, and now we need forward, right? Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. in January
With the
transfer
loans that you've got, yeah, you see the loans that these lot have got on your players. Is it like, can you clamp them back regardless, or do they have a say?
We can't claim
only Billy Gilmore, maybe.
If I'm bro, I'm not coming back, bro.
No,
If I'm,
why wouldn't you come back?
Why wouldn't you come back?
Because I'm getting playing time. I'm gonna come back to just. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting playing time. I'm the main. I'm showing like I'm getting some consistency. I'm gonna come back to just basically be your fix and then warm bench when.
Nah, I understand what you're saying, but he's playing for Southampton and he doesn't even start every single week. Like he's in and out. They sometimes play Armstrong over him. Like he's not a guaranteed starter at Southampton.
Facts.
So, all of those young players that go out on loan, they all dream of.
He's going to be more of a starter. He's going to be more of a. He's going to play more of an impact player for them.
No, it's all about the goal. It's all about the goal.
The point is, if Chelsea recall you, then there's a reason they're recalling you, and he would come back to play for Chelsea.
Also, just on the injury thing, by the way, because I'm seeing people mention it. You know, Cho came back from COVID and then 2 days later dropped a amazing performance. You saw Kante
and then
come back
dropped
after
another
injury.
shit performance.
Hey, don't say another.
And he was in prime too.
Kante came back
based
from
on
injury.
what people saying.
Kante came
He's
back from
21,
injury and
so
dropped
he's in
an
prime.
immense performance. You saw Kovacic come back from COVID and drop a good performance. So because he's come back from injury, I should expect him to put in a shit performance. No, it doesn't work like that because that's the other people come back from injury.
Scott,
here's what I'm. Here's why
you
think
just
that
fucking criticize every player on the pitch.
No.
That's all you do,
Here's-
bruv. I never hear one positive fucking thing about any of our players, bruv. You don't talk about how fucking great they all came out with everything
that's
that
not
was
what it
thrown
is.
at them.
Come on, Johnny, that's
Everything
not
was
what it
thrown
is.
at Tuchel,
It's-
and they
it's-
come out against Liverpool, who have got a superior attack to us. And we fucking came 2-0
Oh, same.
down.
Johnny.
The game, bruv. You
Johnny,
don't talk
Johnny.
about that.
No, not
All you
Johnny.
come on
I'm
here, bruv,
talking-
and criticize
Johnny.
Havertz, who hasn't played since the 11th of December, bruv.
Johnny, my guy.
What is wrong with you fans, bruv? Where's your
Johnny,
balance, bruv?
Aye,
you're
everyone,
acting like-
Saints
I was gonna
LFC
say,
linked
the
in the
hypocrisy-
description.
the
Check it out.
hypocrisy
Got
is
the
mad,
club
but
thing.
carry on.
Hey, yo, Scott.
The hypocrisy is actually mad, but carry on.
Hey, yo, Scott. Let me ask you a question. Hey, yo, Scott.
Of course it is, mate. I back
When
all the fucking
we
players,
scored
mate.
those 2 goals, right?
Except
when we scored,
Lukaku.
hey, yo, Scott.
Fucking
When we
get him
scored
out,
those
he's
2
bad
goals,
egg.
were you celebrating?
Yeah, of course I was,
You
bro.
want him there.
Yeah,
didn't
you were
you?
celebrating, right?
If my parents had been in the house, they'd asked me what the fuck was going on. I was screaming that
Right,
loud.
exactly. So you were celebrating. So we're fans, right?
Yeah, of course I am.
Oh my
So,
God.
so I'm confused at why Johnny keeps making these
Because you're
idiotic
criticising a
points.
player
he's a
that
kid.
doesn't need to be
But
fucking
we're
criticised.
still.
Let
It doesn't.
him just get back to fitness and get him in the team, bruv.
So what
Talk
you're
about
saying
the
is, Johnny, no,
positives
so
of the
what you're
fucking
saying is, so
game,
let me get
bruv.
this straight. So
Talk
what you're
about the
saying is, I
positives,
can
bruv.
never,
You're so
no.
negative,
So
bruv.
what you're
It's
saying is,
sickening,
what you are saying is I can never criticize another player again. I can't criticize a player no matter what they do, yeah?
Havertz put in a shift yesterday, bruv.
He was shit.
He pressed better than Pulisic did. Pulisic can't press, bruv.
Bro, is that your
Come
standard?
on, Johnny.
No,
Kai
I'm
Havertz did
sorry.
nothing
No, I'm
yesterday.
sorry.
Like,
Is that
Kai
your
Havertz
standard?
was there, bruv.
Is that
He
your
moved about,
standard
bruv.
for whether a
He
player has
pulled
played
Van
well or
Dijk
not?
out
Is
of
their
position
work rate?
countless times, bruv.
Bro,
Countless times.
go and watch League One. I beg. Go and watch some fucking League One or League Two
Don't
football.
tell me
That's
what I
League
need
One.
to watch,
No,
bruv.
can I
Don't
say
tell
something?
me that, bruv.
Let me learn something.
You're just
Go
a
on,
very
Alex.
cocky
Let
little
Alex,
kid.
wait, let's
Here's
let
the
Alex
prob-
talk. Let's let
here's
Alex talk.
Here's the problem between Johnny and Scott. It's a two different fan base. The fan base that always got used to the shiny toys that Chelsea used to buy. Chelsea used to buy players in prime, ready to play and stuff. Now we have the squad that not players in prime. We have projects like De Bruyne and stuff like that we used to have, and Salah, and now we're giving them time. So when they don't perform, fans like Scott, the ones that actually got used to the toys that like a prime toys,
He's
they
a spoiled
going
little
after
fan,
him
isn't he?
like
He's
it's.
immediacy, bruv. He's immediacy.
I'm not asking you for any permission, Johnny. I'm just speaking. So here's what it is. We need to understand we don't have prime players, so inconsistency will be shown throughout the whole season, unless we're gonna have players that gonna be a number one at 20 years old in prime, in this league because we're playing in the league.
Right.
That's how we're looking at.
I can't
It's
lie,
not
maybe
gonna
I just-
happen. You need to
maybe-
you need to decide. This is why I ask Scott. What do you want to do with Kai Havertz? If you want him gone and buy another player that in his prime, I understand your opinion. I'm not denying. I'm not saying it's a wrong opinion. It's your opinion. The problem is when the Kai Havertz, if he gets sold and becomes De Bruyne, then you're not allowed to talk at all. That's
Yeah,
my
you're,
point.
you're never going to get consistency from a 2021, 22-year-old
Exactly.
in
And
this
who
league.
said the consistency? Who said he's in prime? He's 22
Yeah,
years
he's not
old.
in his prime. He's nowhere near his prime. He's about 6 years off his prime, 5-6 years off his prime.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he should be sold. But the fact
No.
is
That I understand, but
if
you
we have
need
to watch
to,
these
when you
performances, and the thing
criticizing
is,
him,
I don't-
the way you're criticizing him, that sounds and looks like he's actually player in prime. That's
fair,
the
but
difference.
It's for me. Like I understand what you said. For me, it's not that it's not the immediacy thing. It's
The only player we can criticize him.
For me, there's two
is
things. Number one, I
Jennifer.
feel like I
That's
have
hard.
standards, and number two, I think that I expect a certain level of performance. I expect certain things. It was the same with like Pulisic or Cho or whoever in terms of the basics. I expect the basics. If the only thing we can praise a player for is their pressing and work rate, then that's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's just bullshit because I expect that from every player. I expect a bit more. I expect your touch to be good, the link-up play to be decent. I expect you to not run offside 50 times in a match. It was like watching Morata yesterday with the amount of times he was running offside.
He was only called offside one time.
And this is the thing, is I'm not saying he should have 10 out of 10 world-class performances every game, but I expect us just a certain level of being able to do the basics right. That's it. I just expect a
Scott,
certain
do
level.
you
of being able to
notice
do the
that
basics right.
a front line is actually the one that most inexperienced?
That's cool, but then I see like
it's exactly what the
again, it's
problem
the
is
basics,
with
though.
consistency.
It's just the basics.
No, Alex, you're right.
It's
Alex,
not the
you're right.
basics because it's not his role in the first place.
Alex, but this is the thing, though. Alex, this is the thing. Hold on, Scott.
2 days ago, sorry, on that point, before you go, Dag, on that point 2 days ago, he said this is a position he likes playing.
Yeah, I do. No. I think he will become. For me, it's my personal view. You can send me flyers on Jorginho later because I speak to, like Johnny said, not only minerals, but and everything. Anyway, for me, he will become. If he will be turned into proper number 9, he has all the attributes for it to be number 9. He has a pace. Right. He has the technique. Only thing he needs is improving his finishing. He's really good in the air. He's really good pressing. He's actually, if you go back to the moments when he actually hold the ball against Van Dijk.
Exactly. He done well, bruv.
Exactly.
No.
But
You
that's
spit
what I'm
and
saying.
listen.
Like
You spit.
you're saying Lukaku.
So what are you
Lukaku,
criticizing him for
you're saying
fuck's sake?
Lukaku has
hear
the
me
first
out
touch.
because
You're saying
I haven't been able to explain myself yet.
Here's the thing. People saying that you never lose in your touch. You always. I promise you can lose your touch. Lukaku, I don't want to bring him up, but he never had a touch, and he still didn't improve it.
Right. Okay. Now, what I was trying to say, right? In that game, in that scenario, right? We know for what we like to play Havertz with in this system, he's a false nine. So he drops down into the midfield to collect the ball to then release to the rest of our attackers, right? But the problem is with the high line that Liverpool play, that dropping down, you're not really going to be able to do it. Therefore, when I saw him not making runs past the line, because that's where the open space was, like multiple times during that game, he tried to drop down, but he was always getting marked. So instead of dropping down, he should have been.
Van Dijk out the way, bruv. He was trying to pull him out of position to create spaces, which he did on many occasions. But you don't talk about that.
Mason was doing the same thing.
Yeah, I know he was.
If you have two players, this is why. Look at how Liverpool play. When Bobby Firmino drops down to collect it, you have Salah and Mane going up. We only had Pulisic up, so he was alone most of the time, which is why we didn't have multiple. We didn't have
I've saw
multiple
those touches
opportunities.
At United, Xavi.
The only thing I'm saying is I just wanted to see those runs behind the line more. That's the only thing I wanted to say. I just wanted to see those runs more.
What's he talking about? Touch at United.
No, I was saying Lukaku never had a touch, and he still doesn't have a touch. And Xavi put it in a comment saying, "Did you see his first touch? Did you see his first touch at United?" Yeah, I saw it.
It's gotten better.
That's why
Since
play
United.
possession football. He hasn't got the minerals to hold. He hasn't got that touch like a Diego Costa, bruv. He just hasn't got it. So when you got the possession football in tight spaces, he ain't got it. He ain't got that ability to link up with a delicate touch and shit like that. He has to use his physical stature to hold off the player, all right, and then do a layoff. That's what he does. But his actual first touch is fucking terrible. It's always been terrible.
What, you think it's the same as United, not improved?
Yeah, it's not going to change, bro. It doesn't change. You're gifted with your touch. You're gifted with it as a player.
I'm not the best of it, but
no,
it's not.
I think it has improved.
It's a two different things. Like the touch was like, oh my god, like Xavi, stop saying this stuff. Against Aston Villa, he had a good touch. Yes, you can have one good touch in a game.
Yeah. Because look, you have to understand, right?
Like they pointed out, it doesn't matter about his touch. The thing is, we're talking about the Kai Havertz and him. We need to understand what we're doing with this squad. And he said Roman wants the instant success. No, he never wanted instant success. He wanted instant success in the beginning with Mourinho. But when academy players start to come in, that's what he wanted. He wanted to put Chelsea on the map, and he did it.
Exactly. Literally, when we signed Frank Lampard, he literally said the first year is just building the system. That's it. He did not want instant success.
One sec. Just let me go through the super chat as well. Big up Ace Ready with a donation saying, if we are being honest, all of our attack has been a roller coaster. Sometimes there are flashes of good, lots of meh, some question marks, just too inconsistent and not good enough. No one gets a free pass. We absolutely need improvement. And in spite of everything we say about Lukaku, we could isolate Havertz, we could isolate anybody that we want. I don't think anybody's been consistently impressive this season. There's been question marks on base. We're talking about the attack. Every attacker.
Okay, good. Because I was about to say, my brother, if y'all want to talk about contracts,
he's literally talking about the attack.
If y'all want to talk,
I was literally about the attack.
I was reading the comments. I apologize. I was reading the comments. I apologize.
Yeah. In terms of the attack, like I don't think there's anyone that's been outright amazing this season. There's been question marks on every single player in our front three this season, and well deserved too. There's been flashes of brilliance, but no one's really taken that position as their own. Even Lukaku, nobody's done it. So I say we're only isolating players when we're talking about the specific player. But overall, I don't think anybody's been impressed with any of our attack this season. It's been the same problem as last.
But what I want to say, right? If we want to talk about these contracts, if we want to talk about these contracts, you don't want to make another mistake. You sign Mateo Kovacic this summer. You sign him, because he is about to. When I tell y'all he's about to blow up,
he's already our player. What do you mean sign him?
You need to sign him again.
Re-sign him.
Contract extension. Yes, you need to extend him.
Is this
I don't
contract
want to deal.
expiring or what?
I don't care. I don't want to deal.
If
I don't
it's
want to
like
deal
2,
with
3
no
years,
more of this.
I agree. I'd like to put him to like near 5 years.
Because he has played ridiculously, and yesterday he showed it.
He signed a 5-year deal in 2020. No, his contract expires in 2024, so he's got 2 years at the end of this season. So yeah, I would extend.
Exactly.
I would extend
exactly. So what I'm saying is, because if you put a DM next to him and you get a Cam, and you play them two as an 8, oh man, please, for the love of Christ, sign.
Do you need the tissues or something? Like, you're so excited. Oh yeah.
You should, if you saw what he was doing yesterday, you'd be just as excited as
No,
I
I
am,
didn't
brother.
see it. I didn't
My
see
brother,
it. I missed
I
it.
know you saw it. You saw the
Please tell
silk.
me,
You
please
saw the
tell me.
ilk. You saw everything, my brother. That joint was. He literally. Come on. What? There wasn't a single thing I could complain about after the first 15 minutes, because the first 15 minutes was a little rocky.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like when it comes to the attack, I put some of it. I probably put the majority of it on the midfield more than I put it on the actual attack. Like not yesterday. For yesterday, the midfield was great. I'm talking about in general. We don't have really
because we build defensive on the defensive side.
It's because Alonso and Aspi didn't have the capability to get forward quick enough from a defensive position. So every time we got the ball with cover,
Johnny. We did fine yesterday.
They did all
No,
right.
they didn't.
But I'll say this: he brought Jorginho on because he knew if he carried on playing that way, without us having to sit back, we would have probably lost that game, and Liverpool would have hit us eventually. And I reckon they would have hit us if we kept
George
going.
almost played a Liverpool player through in the second half, trying to back pass again.
I don't
almost
think
played him right through.
He almost assisted Salah for that.
Yeah. Listen, no, as much as we slayed Alonso, and I'm probably one of the biggest guys to do it. Like, yes, aside from the one kind of mistake where he was way too high on the Salah goal, I thought he was okay yesterday. Like, he did a job.
It was fine, yeah.
Personally,
he did his
job.
job.
Like even when he had his attacking opportunities, he blew it. And
Not
that's what he's known for.
for his standard, Lou, it was okay. Like,
but this is the thing. Like, I'm never going to go to a point like for your standards. I think you had a good performance.
Yeah,
he was the better of our 2 wing backs. Like,
I thought so. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't by any. He didn't like tear the game up by any means, but I think Tuchel asked him like, "Hey, you need to sit in the pocket today a little bit and be a bit more conservative." And he did get caught. He did get caught high up the pitch. But
I saw like one good pass in the first half, and that was it.
But guys,
I mean, listen, it wasn't like an 8 out of 10 by any means.
The Salah goal was not his fault, right?
No,
I don't directly blame him. He got done by.
But Oscar, for real though. Wasn't it a little comical when you saw him go 1v1 against? Because you knew what you knew.
No, but let me land my point. Like when Trent has the ball like that, Trent is one of the best deliveries of a ball. You can't give him an open moment to just pick a ball over the top.
You gotta close.
It's going straight into Salah, and you've put Alonso in the mud.
Rudiger was high too. Rudiger and Alonso were both way too high up the pitch.
When it comes to that moment, Alonso has 2 options. You either allow Salah to come in on his left foot, as he always does, or you show him to his right. He showed him to his right, and then Salah just happened to score. I think, if anything, Mendy probably should have done better with the goal rather than Alonso.
I said it from the beginning.
As for going forward with the ball,
you don't get beaten in your post, no matter what.
Is Alonso, but like, he wasn't that bad. I felt like we were shackled when Aspi had the ball more so on the right because he wasn't willing to play the ball in quick enough. He kept hesitating on the ball and taking it like a moment. And we were not a team. Like when we don't have Jorginho in the team, we don't tend to build up slowly. We tend to go with a lot more intensity and quick go at him, like we did for the Pulisic goal. It was just very quick movements. Kante got the ball, pinged it over the top, straight away we're in.
What a ball by Kante, by the way.
I think players like Aspi were just a bit slow on that and wanted to play the safer option a few more times. And we were never going to beat Liverpool that way. I don't think it was ever going to be calculated.
I think it gave us, it helped us in a positive in one manner because, for example, like their midfield because it was kind of frantic for both teams. So it meant that both teams were having issues. So their midfield couldn't get on the ball, and every time they did, they would lose it, apart from Fabinho. Like Fabinho was trying to carry their whole midfield because Henderson and Milner was shit. And it just meant that our midfield could just, like, it could overpower them because of who we had. But then it affected us, like you said, Oscar, on with the wing backs because they're a bit slower. They're Like for them, it's more about the slow pace. So Tsimikas ended up having loads of fun down that left-hand side, and at times when the midfield couldn't win it, then they would get through, and he had the Salah and Mane chance that Mendy did really well.
Here's what people don't understand, and I think it's like they think that it's Alonso's job. Alonso get cut out of possession. It's not only because he's like slow or anything. Does Trent Alexander is slow? No, but he gets out of possession all the time, and they score on that side. You know why? Because there's a system playing with the wing backs. We're playing wing backs, they playing wing backs. So if one person goes forward, if the wing backs go forward, somebody has to be conservative and cut back. Usually that's the midfield, right? But a midfield at this specific thing, we all went wide. We got cut out of possession. Nobody was stopping the cross in the first play. So what happens is, what, Oscar? Please, what are you
as in, because you're comparing Trent and Alonso. When Trent is out of position, the midfielder like Henderson comes across and has to fill that gap. When it comes to Chelsea, because we play with 3 centre backs, when Alonso's out of position, it's Rudiger that has to do the job.
That's what I was That's what I was going into. Like people saying, like Xavier, technical analytics, saying Alonso got cut ball watching. It wasn't Alonso got cut ball watching. It was Rudiger the one that called ball watching because both of them went up.
Yeah, they're both very high.
It's only one going forward and another one being staying behind him to look for that. But they both. So when Salah got the ball over the top, who was there? And first of all, Alonso was actually got there before Rudiger did.
Lewis was spot on yesterday too. Conte gave us one of those old school master classes yesterday.
That was a beautiful performance. And big up the super chat as well, saying to stop all the negative talk. Can we dwell on one person who stands above everything? N'Golo Kante, absolutely flawless performance. And I was worried about whether he'd last the full 90 as well, based off the last few games. But another 90 minutes and another classic performance from him. He was just fucking everywhere as per usual.
He's got to play with Kovacic against City. He's got to play against City. Those two have to play.
And listen, I know
it might be.
Listen,
I want to see Jorginho get a little bit of rest too. This isn't a slight on his ability.
No. That's not. That's people with Jennifer. I always said Jennifer needs to play because we play in system because of him. So if we take him, we cannot do this every game the way we did it yesterday.
No, I agree as well. But we do
need Jennifer.
He needs a bit of time out just to come back and be a lot more fresh.
I'm saying we don't have to play this way. If you look against teams that play low blocks, we don't have to play this system. Against a team like a Liverpool or a City, where it's going to be high intensity, it's going to be pressing, it's going to be this, that, and the other. Playing the way we did yesterday, at least for 60 minutes, can be a benefit. Like I said, if we can get control of the midfield, or if we can start making it so their midfielders can't get on the ball as much, like we did with Liverpool yesterday. You saw Milner and Henderson, even Fabinho at times, they couldn't. Every time they got on the ball, it was all a bit like everything was all over the place. They couldn't get time on the ball. They couldn't do anything because both Kante and Kovacic were disrupting everything. And you can play that way against teams where it's going to be high energy, pressing, open. But against an Everton, say,
Bernardo
you don't need to play this way. Against off the top of my head, like a Burnley, you don't need to play this way. But against the teams where it's going to be high energy and like pressing and whatnot, like a Liverpool and a City, it makes sense to play those two midfielders and then bring Jorginho on later to calm it down, control the game at our pace.
Yo, you're a mess still.
Yes, Vitmus, what are you saying, my guy?
Been listening, I don't want to really go back to from when the stream just starts, so I'm not even gonna really add anything back from then. But honestly, we need to back the players, man. I'm a person like I criticize Cho and Pulisic a lot, but I still back them to do good. I don't hate them. So when the last stream I was on, everybody was saying we need to get rid of these players and only keep one or two. Like yesterday's performance just proved to you that these guys can play football. And if we really look at it, I think what has been happening to us the past few weeks was the Lukaku situation happening in the background, which we didn't hear about as yet, which them lot, they have already known. I was like, oh my word, Lukaku's disrespecting, and that's what happened to us over the past where we're dropping points, not playing good football. So everything has a reason, every action has a reaction, as you can see. So in my opinion, still like Pulisic, he's not where I want him to be. He's like last season, one good game, Real Madrid, and was that he's gone again. So yesterday, good, fair enough game, yeah, but he needs to be consistent. We need him to play like that, game in, game out. Like at least every 9 game or 10 games, he has like 7 or 6 good games where we can say, oh yes, this is our number 10. But I mean, towards what Scott said about the situation about pressing, and bro, I think if Liverpool did have a better midfield to go with Fabinho, they would have like pelted us for playing open with them. Because if you watch that game properly, they were in behind us almost every 10-15 minutes. They had chances like where if they were on at the A game, which we know they could be, they would have slammed us. So I don't think we can play open football. Like
we played great yesterday, Vitmus, bruv. We fucking everyone played for the manager and they played for the badge.
Of course, I'm not saying they didn't, Johnny. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, of course.
But we should be proud of them, is what I'm saying, bro. Everyone should be proud of them, bro.
Then I am proud of them. I'm saying they played well. I'm just adding that if Liverpool had a better midfield and where we went at them yesterday, it was like the sorry days when we went at City. But end to end, what we got clapped 6. You get me? So Liverpool.
I didn't think the Liverpool had that many chances,
same.
I don't think we had that much freedom in the back of us. I don't think we did.
What you
as a matter of what you said that Liverpool had plenty of chances.
Bro,
we didn't actually.
They're in the position where they could have. But I thought the final ball in the second half reeked.
Bro,
they were offside a lot of the game.
Time. They got when they got the ball, we only had 2 centre backs trying to catch back. Rudiger and Aspid just making it back in time to build back the back line. You know, so this
for the referee to raise the flag and say it was offside.
No, bro, not even, bro. Mendy, Kante. And you know, I mean, all the guys play well, but especially Mendy and Kante and
Mendy was immense.
That save against Salah halfway down.
Slapped, bro.
Yeah, and it's mad that someone thought that he should be looking over his shoulder, but we moved.
No,
who said that?
Yeah, I said it. What do you want to say, Scott, bruv? What do you want to say,
bro? Looking over his shoulder for what, bro? Man, he's a world-class keeper. World-class keeper.
We're going to see Kepa, bruv.
He's incredible. And we've seen performances like we saw yesterday for the whole, like for this season and last season. A couple poor performances don't mean this guy should be looking over his shoulder and this, that, and the other. It's nonsense.
Respect,
but he was immense. He was immense.
He's done very well, Kepa. He's won Super Cup for us. Penalty
should have done better against Salah. Goal.
Super Cup, and he will do the business for us while Mendy's gone, bruv. And then you can maybe see
Johnny,
his praises.
Respectfully, you better hope Kepa don't drop no disaster class in the next few weeks.
He won't, bruv. He won't.
I wish I had your confidence, my guy.
Let's come back to this then.
I'll back every player, bruv, and that includes.
Oh, go ahead, man. Stop it.
Aye. What's Christian? Nah, I can't be asked.
No, but on a level still, like no joke. My back where Johnny said, bro. I think since Tuchel has come in, I think that Kepa has been in rebuild.
Facts.
He's way better than he was.
No, I've seen him improve a little bit compared to 1920, but again, I was literally on the floor then. But I still see shades of the old Kepa, like Southampton in the cup. The goal that we conceded, that was horrific from him. I'll be real, I'm still not there when it comes to trusting him for a run of games.
Yeah, but you got to understand, Lewis, bruv. He's just thrown in for odd games. You know, he's had no run up to these games. Yeah. So
I don't
you have
understand.
That's being a backup keeper is about.
That goes both ways.
When we first signed him.
But Kepa was not bought.
He was good against Zenit,
bro.
Of course not.
I know his form was so bad that now we've had to get a better goalkeeper.
He's done his job, bro.
Bro,
the only thing I've seen Kepa be banging at since he left, since Mendy's joined, is penalties.
I think 1v1 days have been brilliant at.
Guys,
like those 1v1.
Yeah, but his reaction saves were always there. His problem was shots at the far post and top corner shots, which he still struggles with.
He can't help that though. He's 6'1" and he's no Casillas.
Yeah, but that's every goalkeeper.
Kepa's going to
Yeah,
play.
but he's you got to remember he's 6'1". That's
Mendy
not
ain't got no issue with top corners.
Save a top corner goal.
No, Mendy would. Every shot
Yeah,
I
he's
see
6'6"
going to the top
though.
corner, I think Mendy would have saved that because he's always inches away. Always.
Yeah, he's 6'1", Lewis.
But look,
Right, and that's my problem.
You know, I agree. Like long shots.
This is the problem. This is the problem too. He can't help it, which is why I feel bad even getting at him for it. But that is the reason why he isn't good enough for us as a long-term first-team goalkeeper.
When we bought him from Atletico Bilbao, he looked like a fucking serious goalkeeper.
He looked. He had a great season for us. There was also still worries
about Pepe. Yeah, we spent money because he looked like that sort of De Gea type keeper. That's what he. That's the sort of profile I looked at him.
Nah, the disrespect on Prime De Gea's name.
He came, bruv, and the defensive
I put
development
Kepa
was
next
shocking,
to this
bruv.
guy.
He's
No.
come back under Tuchel.
It really
yeah?
wasn't.
And Tuchel has rejuvenated him right
Yeah.
now. He's rejuvenated.
We got bent over a barrel by Athletic
Yeah.
Bilbao for him
But the
because
whole-
he
I-
was
I
while
love
ratting us
Kepa
out a
as
few
a
days
panic.
before
But that's
signing
not
him because we were in a rush
It's
for a
not
goalkeeper.
Kepa's fault, is it?
The same
No.
price that we paid on Kepa was what Roma were asking for us for Alisson a month or two before,
No, it was
and we didn't want to
65.
do it because we were stingy as fuck.
Yeah,
No,
but
because
Could've gone for
No,
Alisson.
they got him
Alisson
for
choose to go to
63
Liverpool.
million. Yeah, they got.
No, we also
Alisson-
didn't want to pay the
and he-
money though.
No, but he
No.
wanted Champions League football.
No.
We didn't have it. We didn't have Champions
We
League football
offered
to
the
offer
money,
him.
Lewis. He refused us.
Did we
He
actually
wanted-
offer? Let me research this.
Yeah,
Then. If I'm wrong,
he
then fair
was.
enough.
He
He
wanted
was.
to play
He
Champions League
refused.
football and wanted to go to Liverpool.
Nah, he
I
thought,
don't remember
he
the
thought
Champions League
Liverpool
football
was a
game
better
mentioned, but
project.
understandable.
Hey, guys, all this Kepa talk is kind of irrelevant. Kepa's going to play on Wednesday. He's going to play on
Yeah,
the
of course.
weekend. He's going to play the game after. He's going to play the game after. We'll see what he's
I
about.
think
when he
better than
plays.
Yeah, I
Liverpool.
was supporting him and everything, but I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared shitless.
If he's changed or he's some new keeper, we're going to see that in the next 5 games. But until then, there's no point of us judging him off one.
I will say though, Johnny,
I don't want him to be judged from that. I want him to be judged for the first
Mendy.
season. Because
Bro,
after that season was
everyone-
Lampard's season, and Lampard was playing open back.
The first season, he wasn't that
Exactly.
good anyway.
No,
why
he
do you-
was.
good.
He got
The
third
Sarri,
most
he
clean
wasn't
sheets.
that great. Like
He got third most clean sheets in that season.
third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he had a good. He had a good first season, but like a lot of the issues that we had in 1920, they were starting to rear its head in 1819.
Quality.
He was still prone to long shots.
Bro,
If you remember the Salah goal, if you remember the Sturridge goal, if you remember Aguero at the 6-0, if you remember the
Gundogan
two
who hit a long shot
screamers
as well in
against
that
Slavia
6-0?
Prague in
Lewis.
the second leg, we
Lewis.
saw some of the hints of 1920 coming that season, despite him
Bro,
having a good season.
Lewis,
It was just
some of them
1920 it
goals
fell
are
off the cliff.
unsavable,
I agree. Long shots are just not his friend.
No, but this is the thing. We say it's unsavable all the time, and then it only happens when it's Kepa in goal.
No, some of them
Well,
are
hold
unsavable.
on a second.
Nah,
Kovacic,
you can say the same about one or two, but it's always.
I said
Kovacic
Joe
shot
was a really
yesterday.
good goal.
Kovacic shot yesterday.
I
What
I
goalkeeper
think
would
you
have saved it?
you're underestimating when a goalkeeper loses confidence
I
how
got a
damaging
question.
that is.
Lewis, I got a question.
You underestimate
Yesterday
it.
goal, Kovacic shot. Who's saving it? It's a top corner.
No one. No one. That's irrelevant. That's a dumb
Maybe,
argument. No
maybe
one
that's
says
Nah,
that.
he has a point. Yeah, he has a
unsavable.
point.
Maybe, fair enough. But here's the thing. My problem,
Shot is unsavable, man. What we
my
saying?
problem is
Very
that
good
when
point.
it's Kepa, we always concede
it's Kepa,
unsavable shots.
it's
We
a savable.
always do.
What about
But when it's
Oscars against Buffon?
Why is it only when Kepa is in goal that we have a shot that is unsavable?
But-
Why
but-
is it?
but
When
Lewis,
it's
Lewis,
Liverpool
it's-
and goal
it's-
player too.
What we're lying about is that we're lying that the only issue with Kepa's game is long shots. No, it's not just long shots. Do you guys remember when we faced Arsenal in Sarri's season and Iwobi has a shot from like 5 yards out and he pushes it in the goal? Like
weak wrists.
There were
Yeah.
many weak wrists. There was
Under
many
whose
aspects
season?
of his
Under
game.
whose season?
Under Sarri, the season where everyone thinks he was amazing. I don't know.
Nobody's saying that he was amazing. He was
Bro,
decent
people are telling me-
goalkeeper.
Yeah,
No,
but,
no,
yeah,
no.
but,
No,
yeah, but
so
you
many
had
people
the
say he was amazing.
you had the Carabao
Come on.
Cup event, didn't you? Where he refused to come
Respect
off and all that
Kepa,
shit,
man.
bro.
Yeah. But that was before.
Yeah, well,
after
that
game- after
disrupted
game
If I was
things as
on,
well.
on the field, I will
after
drag
the
him
game was
off the field.
before. Look, Kepa is our backup goalkeeper, and he's going to come in and he has to perform in these couple of games. Let's not even talk about him overtaking Mendy because Mendy has been outstanding. It's disrespectful to Mendy.
What if he gets 5 clean sheets, bruv? What if he gets 5 clean sheets?
It does not
What if he gets
matter.
5 clean sheets, bruv?
It doesn't
You're
matter.
not saying that.
What are
You're
we
not saying
saying?
that. Johnny said that, bro. Johnny
No,
said that.
What are we saying, bruv?
Johnny said
What are we
that.
saying? What are we saying? 5 clean sheets for Kepa.
Doesn't
What are we
matter.
going to say?
Mendy's first choice.
Against
He
City,
comes
I
back
don't know
to the
Doesn't
about
team.
that.
matter now. Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
No?
No, it doesn't.
Well, Mendy's
Mendy comes
conceded
back.
quite a few goals
Mendy comes straight
recently.
back into the team. Mendy comes straight
Hasn't
back
he?
into the team because he's
Hasn't
first
he?
choice.
He's conceded quite a few goals.
So
I don't think we're keeping a
he's
clean sheet
first choice
against City.
keeper.
He's
He's
not
been a
lying.
world-class
He's
keeper
not
for a
lying.
whole year. He's been
Mendy's
Yeah,
world-class.
but he's
been packed in.
conceded a lot of goals, bro.
Yeah, he has. He has.
And he's
So's
been
Kepa
world-class
over his
for a year.
however many years he's been here.
I'm
What's your
saying
point?
if Kepa doesn't concede for 5 games, you take fucking note of that, son. That's what you
Exactly.
do.
Cool.
Exactly.
I'll take note. I'll take note. Think about it, and then Mendy goes straight back in. Cool. I'm glad we've come to a consensus here.
No, I ain't come to nothing with you, mate, and I never will.
How can Mendy do so much
have
for
no
you the
minerals,
entire
son.
year? Literally wins you the
He has no
Champions
minerals.
League.
This
No,
kid.
Oscar,
Mendy's
you know
going.
the answer.
Mendy's going
Oscar,
straight
No,
you
into
know
I
the
agree.
answer.
Mendy's our
He's
first
a
start.
salty little
So
baby.
many
Oscar,
big
you know
games
the answer,
Mendy has
bro.
made big games, yeah, big saves. He literally won us the Champions League with one of the
Yep.
best defensive records ever in the competition's history, whilst making great saves against Benzema and all these other
Statistically, the
players.
best winning
And-
keeper in Champions League history.
And
Oh,
Kepa
yeah.
has some good
Wow.
performances in League Cup games. Big up Kepa. He's our backup. He's supposed to have good performances in those games. I want him to perform well in these games as well. But let's not disrespect Mendy. What Mendy's done is outstanding.
No, I am not
Mendy's a star,
disrespecting
Oscar.
Mendy.
Whatever
I'm
Kepa does
just
still.
saying
he's
When
still
have
a
I
star.
disrespected Mendy, bruv?
Yeah,
I
who
just said.
You said
I
he has
just
to look
said.
over his shoulder. He ain't got
Yeah,
it
I
nowhere.
did.
After,
Like any
after a
other
Carabao
fucking,
Cup
like any other
performance.
player on
After
that
a
pitch.
Carabao
Yeah,
Cup
any other
performance, bro.
other
Nah.
player. Listen, shut up for a second. Any other
What
player
Someone's
position?
got to look
that in
over their
any
shoulder.
position, bruv, right, competing for the same position has to look over their shoulder, bruv. It's natural. That's football.
Nah.
What
When
do you mean,
you-
no?
No,
Well, that's
that's
football.
not. That's not how it is
when
with the
you're-
keeper.
Football, bro.
That's not how it is with the keeper, and it never has been. With the
Well,
keeper, you stick by them
I'm
unless
telling
you're
you
having
now,
a
if
stinker.
Kepa starts performing on a high level, it will be like that.
Look at PSG.
Of course, yes. I agree.
Are you
Johnny.
trying to?
If Kepa-
Sorry, so
if
no,
Kepa
double
is
you.
having good
Are you
games
seriously trying to
consistently,
compare
then
Navas
he has
and
to
Donnarumma?
always be on his
Don't
toes.
entertain this fella Scott, mate. Don't entertain him, bruv.
Can't believe
Bro,
He's
that's the
not
dumbest
not
thing
worth
I've
it,
ever-
mate.
believe
Up
it.
there
No,
with the
listen up,
stupidest shit I've ever
hold
heard.
on. You see, man, where Johnny say him have a point, big point, brother. It don't matter if you're in the goal, if you're a centre back, right back, midfielder. If Mendy is like he's not making any mistakes, no, he's been back at it best. Yeah, fine. But if he goes on continually making mistakes, letting in goals, and Kepa is having good games whenever I play, then Kepa, obviously the manager is going to put the man that has been having good games, and it's going to be Kepa. So he has
That's
to be
fine,
looking,
but
over
this
his
idea,
shoulder.
Oh, it's fine now, is it?
The
Is
games
it
that
all
you're
right now?
talking
Because it
about with
didn't come
Mendy,
out of
by
my
the way.
mouth. Is that what it is? Yeah. Is that what it is? Because that's
You
exactly
didn't,
what I
you
just
didn't, you
said.
didn't talk about Mendy making mistakes.
Nah,
I said he's
No,
conceded
you
goals,
didn't.
bruv. If he
No,
gets
There's
conceded goals, bruv.
There's difference between conceding goals and making mistakes. There's a big difference. Big difference.
Well, he's made 2
but
mistakes at West Ham that cost us the fucking game. How about
2?
that? Should we start with that?
Vitmus, on your point,
He made
I
one at
2
agree.
best.
mistakes. Yeah, 2 mistakes. Yeah.
Vitmus, on your point, I
Minerals.
agree. If he drops a consistent run of games like he did at West Ham, if we see 5-6 games like
Swear,
he did at West
W
Ham,
with
then
his
fair enough.
cheerleading.
But we see like 1 or 2 games where he's had games like that, and we're talking about he needs to look over his shoulder.
That's what I
Nonsense.
mean,
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And there's only one reason why it got said. Nonsense.
Yeah, of course it's nonsense. You're a very
It's not
salty
nonsense.
child. You're a very salty child, Scott, and I think you need to learn how to
No
handle your
minerals.
agenda with Johnny Boy. Yeah, you need to learn how to
Wait,
handle,
what happened on Sky
handle it.
Sports?
So,
What?
You have
because
no minerals.
you're a
What happened
very
on Sky
salty
Sports?
individual. Very salty.
Pure soul.
And
Pure
I
soul.
don't
Let's not
forget
get at
things,
each
mate.
other again. Like we
I
don't
don't
want
forget
another beef
things,
before
and
the end of the
that never
season.
sat with
you
me
finished?
nicely, bruv. All right,
Have you finished? Have you finished?
have I finished? Have I finished? I'm always here, my man. I'm always boys here.
Relax, people. Relax, man.
Yeah.
Relax.
Cool.
So like I say,
Right.
your little
Okay, cool.
snidey little remarks, bruv. It's very salty. Very salty.
Why are you getting so rattled by it? That's all I'm asking.
I'm not rattled, mate. I'm very calm. I'm just telling
you,
you, it's salty, mate. It's
bro.
very salty.
Don't
Don't call me bro. I ain't your bro, mate.
Johnny.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry, bro.
Loris, check DM, please.
Ain't your bro, mate. You ain't nothing to me, son.
Perry,
Sorry,
Perry,
bro.
relax. Just chill. Come on, man. Can't be asked for this shit. Before we go into another round of beef.
Well, he needs to stop being indirect then, doesn't he, Lewis? 'Cause he's
Check
a
the
kid.
please. Check the please.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let me
drop the share screen quickly.
Wait, something
Big
happened.
up August saying facts, Lewis. Opponents are encouraged to shoot long distance shots when Kepa is in goal.
No, I doubt
Happens
that.
all the damn time. All the time.
Yo.
And I guarantee we'll see one of them in the next few games as well. But I'm not even trying to run agenda. It just happens too regularly for it to be coincidental.
The only 2 long shots where Kepa should have saved, where I remember, are the
We're
Zenit
playing
one the other day
Tottenham on Wednesday.
and the one against Leicester in the FA Cup final.
Is there Tottenham game on Wednesday?
Yeah, Tottenham games on Wednesday. What were the 2 that you said?
Zenit.
Yeah, the Zenit one, the FA Cup one. Do you think the Sturridge goal could have been saved?
No, the storage goal.
That's a world.
It was another one of inches. It really was. It was not one of inches.
Oxley Chamberlain against Liverpool.
Wilfred Zaha and the 3-2 a few seasons ago could have saved that.
Oh yeah.
The Aguero one, to be fair, is a screamer. So
Yeah,
it's
but
fine.
brother, the man makes some good save to dog.
He makes good short distance reaction saves.
Reaction
Fair.
saves.
I agree with you on that. I won't take that away from him.
Bro.
Like if it's a shot from close range, if it's a header coming in from across, he usually times them perfectly.
Bruv, I want to
give
know
him
when
that.
we're hearing about this fucking meeting, bruv. It's 4:20 in the afternoon.
Lukaku,
When are we
big
finding
money.
out about this shit, bruv?
I
I want to know what's happening.
Get this rat out of the team.
I will
What?
never, you know, I will never forget. This is the last thing about Kepa that we can move on. But I will never forget that Watford game when we were fighting for top 4. That tried in header.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, save.
What a save!
That was
What a
Ben
save!
Foster.
Oh yeah, crap. Yeah, I remember that one.
Dean Jones has said Lukaku's intention wasn't to start to push for a move away from Chelsea, but Lukaku is surprised about how brutal the fallout's been, which I really don't understand. I'm trying to find little bullet points from the Lukaku article.
Read the Athletic, though. Read the Athletic.
No, but I haven't got a subscription to that anymore, so I'm trying to find the bullet pointed version.
Sky
Yeah,
Sports just said that Rudiger is still not. Didn't say. Basically, Rudiger did not say that he still live in Chelsea. After it's not.
Right. I got to guys.
Basically,
No worries.
there is a still thing that he can stay.
Would you guys start Lukaku against Tottenham?
Yes.
It depends what Tuchel wants. If Tuchel thinks should come back into the team, then yes. If not, then no.
I would, because we're gonna need rotation. Like we can't play like the same players.
I think
over
Werner
and
will
over.
be back for
I
that
think
game.
we'll be fine. They did not. The front three line did not play together. Did not play in a long time.
I'll put Harvey Velder.
I don't want any more injuries, Alex. I can't take it.
Yeah.
Yo,
What injuries? Like Kai Havertz just came from. Anyway,
Werner.
Is there anything on it, Lewis? Then is there anything on the timeline about what's
Pies has
happening?
put this up. I put it on the share screen. It says, one source suggests some of the Chelsea players feel like Lukaku's pushing for a move and they question why he said it. Tuchel has the backing the squad and consulted Jorginho, Kante, Aspi and Rudiger before dropping him. And it's understood Lukaku has struggled to settle in London off the pitch, which is more surprising because he's been in England for so long.
So he has
I
no
don't
friends.
really get
He's been in the Premier League for 8 seasons. What is he fucking talking
No,
about?
I think he has no friends.
I don't get it.
I think he has no friends.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Manchester-
can relay W.
What do you mean?
Because you
Fucking
cheering.
hell.
You're a cheerleader.
No.
Yo, like
I just said, no, can't be asked.
Man, I say, honestly, still, brother, I'm not lying, bro. The man is $100 million signing, but yo,
I
like,
got a feeling he's leaving, man. For some reason, I got
know
that
that.
gut
Oh, in
feeling.
January, no chance. No chance.
In January or summer. In January or summer, just have a feeling.
Bro,
I do not see that, Alex. But
Oh,
if
shit.
it happens and you've seen some things,
Bro, let him go to Tottenham and give us Kane. End of
There
story.
was some. There
Why would
was
you
some.
want Kane?
No, I will take Kane over Lukaku.
but look what Kane's doing to Tottenham. He's a
He will
snake
do
too.
fine. He
Yo.
can snake the Tottenham.
Yeah,
They
but
snake, not my snake.
once he can snake one team, he can do it to the other. He can do it to
It's
us.
they snake. It's not my snake.
Yeah, but cool.
Bro.
But like he can do it to us, then.
Tottenham.
What?
Tottenham
What? He's 30
snake
years
us.
old too, man.
He could do like a year.
Him coming to us is snaking him double time, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let's. I'd love that shit, bro. I love that.
Yeah,
shit.
and then he might snake us, and a snake
go
snakes
where?
Tottenham, and then he snakes us.
And go where?
No, him not, brother. Hurricane, what? 28, 29. Him not. I think
29.
Him no need for snake right now. Hurricane come at Chelsea.
Yeah, he's not have to do nothing. He just literally don't even.
And look
have
how
to
many
move.
goals he's getting this season as well. Was it?
Oh,
one?
do you know how many goals he will have with our playing?
2.
Well, if we don't create shit, then probably like 2.
Yeah.
Look how many goals against Tottenham. Look him.
So everyone thinks Lukaku's better than Kane.
I'm not miserable.
No.
How miserable? No. How miserable life you can have if you think that we're not creating sometimes.
No, I'm saying Harry Kane won't score many.
Enough, dog, for real.
What's he doing this season? Tell me.
What's he done for the last 8 seasons, Chris?
Look at him under Conte.
I can say of Lukaku the
There
other
we go.
seasons as well.
Oh, don't say
How many goals
about
he gets?
Lukaku because it's not even.
Lukaku's nowhere near Kane level. Kane's
Exactly.
an absolute fucking machine. He's the close one to break.
And whoever rates that Lukaku is world class are freaking out of your mind.
They're both kind of the same on and off the pitch. Big up Goonie, bro.
Where's Harry Kane in
Hope
the
you're all
big
good,
game?
Maggie. Happy New Year.
Where's Lukaku?
Lukaku helped his team win the league title. Where's Harry Kane?
Lukaku's arranging his next documentary, bruv. That's what I heard.
I'm with the Prime Video.
Chronicles of Narnia.
It's going to be released exclusive on Netflix, bruv.
Nah, Prime Video.
Amazon
All
Prime.
or nothing, Johnny. All or nothing.
All or nothing, bruv. Lukaku, fucking hell.
No, it's more like Chronicles of Narnia.
He's fucking embarrassed us as a club. He's made us
Yo,
look
let me
like
say
cunts.
something still. Yo, like,
No rats.
hear me I say, like honestly, if a team, if Lukaku want to leave, anybody who want him have 100 million, if they can't give us 100 million, then he can stay on the bench or in the reserve team. You get me?
Yeah, he should
Under
play.
23.
He should play under fucking 21.
John Terry should coach him.
With Harvey Bell.
You know what I'm saying? He should just rot on the bench, bruv. Just rot. Not even on the bench. Don't have him in the squad. Don't have him train near them.
I think he can
Fuck
be a
all,
bad
bruv.
influence in the squad.
Yeah, but listen,
Yeah, he will be.
Listen,
He will be. He will be. That's
listen.
why he's got to stay clear of it.
Listen, remember what happened with Rabiot and Tuchel at PSG? The man left with Rabiot for rotting a dog. But the thing is, Lukaku is a 100 million signing, so he can't do that. The board.
We have to see what the board's minerals are. They're going to back Tuchel. They're going to tell Tuchel what to do.
Yeah, I was going to say he's the highest paid player in history.
What if Tuchel decides that not all is forgiven, but he is apologetic enough to come back into the team and play? Then what?
Because he's going to be advised by the board to say, look, we need this if we're going to sell him in the summer, we need to get as much of that investment back as possible. If we drop him and just try and sell him for cheap, we lose a lot of money. That's damaging to the club and who we want to sign in the future. So Tuchel's hands are fucking tied regardless. Lukaku knew what he was doing, bruv. He knows what power of position.
As long as
He's a professional footballer. He knows he's an asset. And that's all you've got to know about the matter. He's a snake. He's a rat. He's a fucking embarrassment.
No, but Johnny,
and he doesn't deserve to play for Chelsea, bruv.
Johnny, can I ask you a question?
So you're going to back it? So are you going to back it if Tuchel ends up bringing him back into the team?
I don't know if it's Tuchel's decision. Until I know it is, then I'll back it, bruv. I don't know if it will be. I don't know if it will be. No one can prove that to us.
As long as
you can't prove it the other way. You can't prove it's a board decision over Tuchel.
If it is a board decision over Tuchel, then of course I'm not going to back Lukaku, bruv.
No, I'm saying you can't prove either way. What you just said, you can't prove it's a manager's.
I need to know. I need to watch the interviews of Tuchel. I need to see his face, his eyes.
Yeah.
I need to fucking study him, bruv.
His teeth.
Yeah. I need to study his body language, how he seems when he says it. Yeah, because
it's
his
true.
body
You can
language
see
after
it.
the
You
West
can
Ham
see it.
game,
You
bruv.
can see it by manager.
The body language after the West Ham game, bruv, when they're asking him about why didn't Lukaku start, he was not happy, bruv, because he's not happy with Lukaku.
He was fuming.
He was pissed with Lukaku, bruv.
He was vexed.
Go on, Fata, what are you going to ask me, bruv? What are you going to ask me, Fata?
I was going to say, what's the biggest rat? Lukaku or Courtois?
6'9".
Courtois.
I think right now,
Lukaku, brother.
I think they're on par. I think they're on par with each other.
Courtois, bro.
man.
Courtois.
He
not
pushed
even
our
close.
biggest level of goalkeepers out.
Why are we talking about teammate cunt?
They're on par. They're on level. They're on level
rat.
of rat
He pushed
credential.
Perchak out,
It's
Johnny.
really
Come on.
not. They're
Lukaku and
really not.
Courtois. Nah, not.
Yeah.
One refused to play or train or do anything with the club. About how close was it to the season?
A week.
A week before the season started because he wanted to go Real Madrid. Made us spend 72 million on a guy that is now our backup
never
keeper.
said that
It's
he wants to
Courtois.
retire. He never
Hold
said
on,
if he want to retire Chelsea.
Courtois.
Lukaku was saying 4 months before that he wants to be retired at this club. There was his dream. There was his destiny. Courtois never said that.
Brother.
Stick to the things, Scott.
He doesn't. He likes to choose what he wants to choose.
Scott, man.
You know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I put him on par to answer your question. I put him on level.
No, Johnny,
of
we
rat,
can't put
rat
together.
degree.
Lukaku is a freaking anaconda, brother. Wanna say beat the man a big snake, brother. The man
lump of Play-Doh.
Listen,
Hold
man.
on, let me say his things, man. Go on.
Listen now. This as what Alex say. This man make an interview 4 months ago. I talk about how him love the club and him want to retire at the club and Chelsea I'm home and him this, and then 4 weeks ago you do an interview with Sky Italia and you come around of the fans are calling him Romelu and you know all of the bullshit where you been attacked and you not the man have to be the biggest snake, brother. That alone hypocrite thing that, brother.
The only reason why I say he isn't a snake now is because the story isn't over yet.
Brother,
yeah.
Lewis, you even admitted,
hold on a
bruv,
second.
the second
Lukaku is
day,
not a
bruv,
snake
the
for you
second
now.
day
Yeah,
after
no,
everything
I
come out,
agree.
it was
I agree.
bad,
The
bruv.
comments were unacceptable. I still stand by that. But the fact is, he's still a Chelsea player. He hasn't left the club yet.
Yeah, but
so was Courtois at that time. He was a Chelsea player.
No, but Courtois
still a rat
now and left. He's gone
Yeah,
now.
but he's still a rat, bruv. They're both rats. They're both rats, bruv.
Lukaku's story isn't over. He could still salvage this. He still could.
Salvage what, bruv?
Bruv, we had a 5-year deal.
Salvage what?
Lewis,
do you know? Have you spoken to the Chelsea lot, Lewis? They don't want him anywhere near it, bruv.
Right, I hear that. But the fact is, he is the highest paid player. He is on wages that we are. Johnny, wait.
You don't care, Lewis. Don't care. You ain't gonna get through to him.
Fact is, he is the highest paid player in history. Fact is, he's on a 4-year, 5-year contract that we are not going to be able to chop out, especially with other clubs knowing the situation.
That's why he's a big enough. That's why he's a big enough.
Let me finish. The fact is, they understand the situation, so they will not pay the maximum fee that we ask for him because they know the issues between Lukaku and the rest of the club. His number one aim right now has to be to sort out this situation. The story isn't over yet. As far as he's dug himself, he still could dig himself out if he wants to. That's why the story isn't over yet, and you can't put him next to Courtois.
He's in a position that he knew he was in. I was trying to explain this to you lot. Yeah, he knows all these things. He knows on a 5-year deal. He knows he's a £100 million player. He knows he's an asset, bruv.
But he hasn't left, so you can't call him more of a snake.
Because they can't get rid of him, bruv, because of what you've just said. And that's why he's a fucking rat, bruv.
Situation here.
You exactly put the point.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
No, you exactly put the point that he's a bigger snake. You know why?
Calm down, bro.
Relax.
You have no minerals, man.
Yo,
Alex, one sec, guys. Everyone stop. Alex, what are you saying?
Relax yourself.
What I'm saying
relax.
What I'm saying is exactly what you proved. The only reason you're not considering Lukaku is because of the price tag. What if he was 20 million? Would he be sold?
No, what I'm conceding is that he is still a Chelsea player and he can still try to salvage this.
Yeah, but the problem is with you and your bottom whatever conscious put the price tag in the emotion.
Because that's how the board think.
No, I'm not putting the price tag. I'm putting the wages, not the price tag.
Okay, wages. Even that. What I'm saying is for. As like I don't know how to explain it. That doesn't matter if he fixed the problem, it fixed the problem. But until he fixed the problem, he's already bigger snake for me than Courtois, because Courtois did not say
that he wants to stay and retire and all that. He wanted to be gone in a long time ago.
His family was in Spain, wasn't it?
Okay. No, I understand you on that. The only point that I'm trying to make is that it's not finished. The story isn't finished yet. But if you want to say right now that what he's done already is worse than Courtois, fair enough. One sec, because Vitmus had something he wanted to say as well. So,
from over.
wait, Johnny, let Vitmus go. Vitmus, go for it.
Still, I understand what you say. And yes, it's far from over. The story is not done yet. Fine. If Tuchel, decides, say, all right, so I'm gonna work with Lukaku. I forgive him. He said sorry. He apologized to the club, the players, the fans, and says, yeah, I'm gonna use him. Then fine, I back whatever decision Tuchel goes with. But in this case, why I'm saying he's a bigger snake. This is like pertaining to what Johnny said a couple minutes back in the stream, where he was trying to compare like Lukaku being a girl and your wife and cheat. Brother, this Lukaku was like your wife cheating and came in every day from work saying, baby, I love you and I'm glad we're together. And then when she goes to work, when she leaves work, she's gone out with another man, banging him, comes home to you, tell you that she loves you, cook you nice meals. And you're there thinking you're in freaking Wonderland, that you have the best woman in the world, when she's actually just banging out some other guys. That's the Lukaku situation.
Yeah, and all these people on the panel, certain members, are happy to accept their cheating wife.
No, but the thing is,
First of all, I think the only two people that are married here, me and Scott.
Cheating wife.
Right, Scott? Are you married?
I'm not married yet.
No, bro, I'm not.
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm married too.
For some reason.
All right, well, let's call it girlfriend.
You're married to your right hand W.
Your missus, bro.
Yeah, Vitmus's. Oh.
You married to your right hand W and the left hand W. That's your marriage. Sometimes you're switching from right to right.
As much as what he said was so far.
We're single, Johnny.
There's
Single,
still a
happy,
way
single
back.
life.
There's still a way back, right? If he goes out
put your hand on your dick then. Your dick's fucking about, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
No middles there, son.
Would you cut your dick off?
What the fuck?
What? There you go, bruv. That's keeping Lukaku's cutting your dick off, bruv.
Bro, what have you been inhaling and smoking?
What have I got back to?
That's keeping Lukaku, bruv. Slicing your pizza, bruv.
I don't know, Johnny. You want to test it out?
No, bruv, I'm good, mate.
There's a way back for Lukaku.
Even look at him. Even though I'm angry at Lukaku, as well as somebody put in the comment earlier.
Lukaku.
He's human. He's a human being, and I think he's a snake, yeah. But if the manager give him a chance and we move forward, then I would give him a chance as well. You get me?
Same thing.
Exactly.
If he, let's get this straight. It's not going to be instant. It's not going to be instant forgiveness. Let's get this straight. It's not going to be instant forgiveness. It's going to take a little time. So.
And the thing is, Clash, before you go, it's like
he understands that, he needs to understand that fans will not forgive him immediately.
He doesn't care about fans.
It's like Lewis said. It's like Lewis said. At the minute, the story's not over until he leaves the club or is sent to the reserves. It's not over.
Or he says sorry, Scott. Because if he says sorry,
if he says sorry, there's plenty of outcomes that could happen, and we don't know what the final.
Say sorry.
Yeah, apologies not that
simple. You know the best way you can apologize.
No apologies, Eminem, bruv. No apologies.
Perform first,
bro. He's not gonna apologize. Like, listen, how is he gonna apologize? Like, why should he? Because he's one of the best 3 strikers in the world, and there are clubs. Listen. There are clubs ready to sign him, and trust me, this guy Lukaku is one of the most modest person in football. He came from a very modest background. This guy doesn't care about money. This guy doesn't care about money. He is 29. He wants to play every single game at Chelsea Football Club. But we are not willing to do that for him because we have another system. This guy wants to play for whatever. Like, he wants to play for Madrid, Conte, Inter Milan. And listen, how is he gonna? Why should he apologize? Like
Bro,
he gave an interview.
was not playing every
Can I
game
just like even
because he
talk
was
like I've
injured
been?
and he had COVID. When he
Can
came back
I
from
talk
injury,
like?
he caught COVID. That's why he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing because the manager didn't
It's
want
too
to
many
use him,
excuses
bro.
for Lukaku, man. It's too many
Bro, like
excuses for
no.
Lukaku,
I'm not
man.
like giving an
Way too many
excuse for it.
excuses.
Too many
Listen. Look.
excuses.
Wait. He gave an interview to what he called for Inter Milan fans, right? He apologized to them, but Inter Milan fans at the end of his tenure in Inter Milan, their anger was fake because they wanted the money for Lukaku
Of course
because
they
their
do.
club was in danger of being bankrupt. So they got the money. Now I've spoken to a lot
Now
of
they're
people.
playing like they don't want him back, but
Johnny,
really
can
they
you
want him
like
at a cheap price, bruv.
let
That's
me
what they
get to
want.
the
They want
point,
a cheap
right?
price.
Let me get to the point, right?
Johnny, let Kaz reply. Let's go.
Lukaku right now into Milan, the extreme fans, they do understand that it was also our mistake. We can't blame Lukaku because we wanted money. So now Inter Milan fans are trying to accept him. So while even he changed his Facebook to Inter Milan. So while they're trying to accept him, why would Lukaku say sorry and then again go against Inter Milan fans? Right?
No,
So for him,
Facts.
he wouldn't be apologizing, and end of the day
Listen,
he murdered us. We need to
bro,
embrace it, and we need to accept it.
bro.
He murdered us. There's no reason to be toxic about it. What we can do is we can make it a bigger deal. You cannot forget, like my mom was telling me today about Luis Figo scenario, like when Barcelona get rid of when Real Madrid signed Figo. Nobody used to watch Spanish La Liga before.
Facts.
Other than Spain, nobody used to watch Spanish La Liga. But when this news came up, it became such a major news that global audience started watching La Liga. Right
Facts.
now, how can we, as a Chelsea fan, embrace it? We can let Lukaku leave and maybe let him leave to Conte, bring in somebody like Son or Kane to our club, and make this a bit make it a business deal. Make it a business deal. Listen, Barcelona and Real Madrid would never go into a business deal, but they went
Facts.
for it because they cared about themselves. As self-respect, we need to have a bit of self-respect and try to make it as a business proposition.
Facts.
And a lot of people will listen. A lot of people will see like this is happening. The Lukaku scenario is happening. The business will come to Premier League, and we listen when Kane goes to what do you call White Hart Lane, and when Lukaku comes to us, it will be a very attractive proposition to watch. And listen, let's just forget about Lukaku at this moment. The guy doesn't need to apologize to us. He, Monster said he was being transparent. He wants to play.
Facts.
He's 29. He doesn't care about money, and I accept it. Listen, if I can talk shit about Lukaku, right? But one thing I cannot take away from him, he is one of the best three strikers in the world. And
He's not the best
second,
three.
he is never going to be a greedy guy. He is not greedy. If he was a greedy guy, if he was looking for money, he would literally be like, okay, I've got a 5-year contract. I don't want to be greedy. I want to be greedy guy. I want to be just sitting on a bench and
So
take
why
the
didn't you
money.
take a wage cut stay into Milan?
Sorry?
Yeah, if you didn't care about money, why didn't you take wage cut?
Listen, at this moment, Inter Milan might accept
It's all about the money. Let's have it right.
Johnny,
now.
we can't talk about Lukaku with money. Right, one thing I can
But we say the same thing about the players that currently don't want to sign a new contract at Arsenal.
Yo, remember drop something.
Yeah, they all want the biggest wages, bruv. They
One
want the
sec.
biggest deal.
Witness, I'll turn your volume
Every
up a
player
bit.
wants the biggest deal. Rudiger's in his last contract. He wants 300 grand a week. Christensen wants his next big contract before he gets his next final contract.
Deserved.
Think about money.
You know what I'm saying? So
Give him what he wants.
this is part of the game. But Lukaku, he's a cunt. He's
Minerals.
got to go.
He is a cunt for.
Right,
Listen, he
one
has
sec.
murdered us.
Vitmus. So I want to hear what Vitmus has to say. Vitmus.
Yo, me I gotta say something. Cause me I forgot now before my wife come grab me out. But what me I say, the Lukaku a money, some money thing, brother. Straight up money thing. If you really look on the how it happen, see the bro. When the man just leave, Inter fans them and diss him. Yo, you left for the money. You left for the money.
Facts.
Bro, The man left for the money, bro. And then now, he realize him wrong, and he might try beg them back forgiveness. But at the same time, I'm not saying he can't tell them sorry, but he also damaged the respect for us in doing so by saying, "Oh, I want to go back to Inter in my prime." He's 29. What is your prime? That means it's just a year or two, 30 years old.
I think he means like when he's like 36 and still has it, maybe.
Oh,
I don't
30,
know.
36.
No,
He never said prime. He never said prime. He never
Like
said
players can last that long. Look at Cavani still.
Bro. The man say he doesn't want to go back to Inter
Which
at
one?
the end
What?
of
Hold
his
on a second.
career.
Which one of you saying that he did not say in prime? Which one of you? Hold on a second. Be a man and acknowledge that you said that he didn't say it in prime. Which one of you?
You what?
Who said it?
Who said it that he said he didn't say go back in prime? Which one
No,
of you said
but
it?
I didn't say that. I said maybe he means like when he's 36 and still kicking around and still playing pretty good like football.
No, it wasn't Chris. I know Chris's voice.
I thought
I think it's the Roman picture.
I don't know. That's what I said.
Whoever said that,
he said he
I
wants to
thought
go.
that until he said he wanted Martinez to stay. Then it sounds like a lot closer.
No. He
say
also
more
said
go
in
back
prime.
in a prime, I'm career.
Yes, he said in the prime.
Yeah.
And one of you, I think it's that
Alex,
Abramovich
I was on
guy.
Monster Space and they were saying he didn't say it was in his prime.
Yeah, him saying I'm prime,
He
man.
wants to go back.
But when he says I want Martinez to stay, how long do you think Martinez is going to wait? 5-6 years for Lukaku to come back, bruv?
Maybe he doesn't want to hurt Timo's feelings.
This is
Kai
no
Havertz's
excuses for
feelings.
him.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't want to hurt Chelsea's fucking feelings and all his teammates' feelings. How about that?
Because Johnny, I think
Johnny, I know he shouldn't have done that. I agree.
He's a dickhead, man. He's a dickhead.
No.
Right, just before we go off any further, Declared says Kepa is the world record keeper on the third highest wages. Everyone is saying that he has to go. We don't keep it based on that. Cut out the infection before he spreads. Third highest wages for a goalkeeper. We are a ridiculous
But he's
institution
right.
when it
He's
comes
right
to
in
wages.
cutting the infection because Lukaku stain will seed
Yeah,
will
bruv,
fucking
zombie.
grow. It will grow, and it will.
Reggie Ford also says too many fans are emotional and have this bloodthirsty mentality. Lukaku is a prick for this, but it's not like it's unforgivable. Give it time.
Exactly.
We
Not
have
facts.
to give it time as well.
No.
Like he's going to be here for at least the next 4 months. So let's see how it goes, and let's
Bruv,
see.
I
if he
don't owe him
tries to
nothing,
rebuild
bruv.
this.
I don't owe.
We don't
fuck
owe
all.
him anything, but right now he's our best striker, and we have to try and find a way to
But
make it.
Johnny, we can forgive
Kai
him.
Havertz, bro.
What he did.
Kai
What he
Havertz
did
is
was
clear.
terrible.
Nah. Kai Havertz.
Yeah,
Kai
yeah,
Havertz. I need to see consistency
Stick
from
with
him.
King Kai, bruv. Stick
Bro,
with King
Cobra
Kai, the
Kai.
Big up,
future.
Reggie.
He's the real future.
Take care, my guy. Love every time, fitness. Happy New Year.
Cobra
Bless
Kai.
the
Bless-
fatter,
oh
bruv.
yeah. Before
Learn
we
the
go
rules,
to,
mate.
I have to tell the man them Happy New Year, dog. Forget that was
Big
the
up.
first thing I should have said when I came on. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was
I
good to meet you
apologize.
at Villa, bruv. Good to meet you at Villa, bruv.
You have
Yeah,
minerals,
man.
son.
Take
Big
care.
up yourself.
Have a good New Year.
You have hella
And big
minerals.
up the fans them. So Happy New Year to everybody we're checking into on the panel. Love and
Nice to
respect
meet you,
to all.
Venomous.
Big up.
Love and respect to the people that come in the comments. Always I support the channel,
Of
support
course.
Lewis and everybody. So bless up on yourself.
Big
Big
up
up,
That's the
yourself, my
Chelsea,
guy.
bruv. Up Chelsea.
But like
But
on
you-
this Lukaku news as well, this is why I'm saying like just let's see how this pans out over the next few weeks before we actually come to a
We have to,
conclusive issue.
because
Because he's
I
going to
I'd
be here.
rather play Cobra Kai up front.
Bruv, we got Tottenham
Cobra
against
I'd
Conte,
rather
yeah?
you
We
stop
got
saying
Tottenham, and then we got Manchester
cheer
City,
things,
bruv,
W.
with all this shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
It's forgivable.
Listen,
Like,
the guy
It
was
ain't forgivable,
leaving
bruv.
himself.
Stop saying it's forgivable,
Listen,
bruv. It ain't
the guy
forgivable.
is so
It's
fighting
not
with
forgivable,
Reggie.
man. It's not
He
forgivable.
wanna go.
Like Reggie
One at a
Ford
time.
said, like Reggie Ford said, so many just way too many emotions and people being way too emotional. Be pissed off.
What
Like
is
I'm not
football,
saying people
bruv?
shouldn't be
Football's
pissed off.
It's not as bad as this
Like
fucking
be pissed off because what he did was wrong. But there's just the emotion and the lack of emotional intelligence and just the getting far too emotional over this.
Listen, when somebody muds you,
Scott, you're wrong to say that.
when somebody muds you,
He thinks he's big fella, doesn't
Johnny,
he?
you don't have a
Wrong
comeback.
on so many things, too,
Lukaku
Johnny.
has done a
And I'm wrong on
you
so
don't
many
have any
things.
comeback.
We all have our opinions, Johnny. Scott is wrong on that. based on my opinion.
I know, but
But
he's always on my dick and it's
W, I
fucking
swear, man,
itches,
I'll
bruv.
slap you if you.
I ain't anywhere near your dick. Not gonna be
You're on my
anywhere near
dick,
your dick. I
bruv,
don't know
and
where
it's
that's
itching
been.
me, bruv. I'm getting a little itch, bruv, to the left.
Johnny, like, not Johnny, Scott.
Bro,
I
get off
understand
his
that
dick, man.
for you, it's not emotional, but for the people that actually, it can be emotional because it's like you can't react the way other people react. If it rubs them the wrong way, like I can't stand about the Jennifer. It's just a Jennifer. You see what I'm saying? For you, for me, it's absolute disaster. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's a level of how you do deal with the situation. For me, what Lukaku did is, at this point, I don't see the exit. I'm not saying it's not an exit, but I don't see it yet. So I don't know how to react. So on the Johnny's point of view, Johnny probably has the same thing. He doesn't know how to react because he doesn't see what he can do to fix that. I don't see it either at this point. I know he can do, but not easy.
I think
Abramovich.
the guy's
But
going to get what he wants, and he's going to fucking work himself back. And the
you not
rat,
un- you-
he will
I-
work his because Tuchel's got no fucking choice. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Because the board need to
How
make
do we
the
know
money
that?
back. They need the money back.
They need money.
They need the money back.
Or straight
Money.
up deal for Kane.
It's a business, and
Straight
he
up
knows
deal
that,
for
and that's
Kane.
why he's a cunt. That's why he's a rat.
Facts.
And you lot still
If all
can't
this is
fucking
true,
see it.
if all this is true, why doesn't Kepa play every game? Seeing as he's cost us
Because
72 million.
Kappa,
Because we bought
nobody
Mendy, and
wants
Mendy's been
Kappa.
on form,
Nobody
bruv.
wants Kappa. Do you get me? Like
No,
Lukaku
there's been multiple reports that Lazio
like,
wanted him, that other clubs wanted him. There's been plenty of reports come out that people want him. But the fact of the matter is, bar one game, which I still don't even know if it was true. He's never been forced to play. Like, it's the same thing. We don't know. We will never know, probably, until years down the line.
Man said Alex dropped a man of the match performance on stream. I can't be asked.
If my microphone
The
wasn't
last
expensive,
few
I'll
streams
drop
have
it.
been fucking iconic, man. I swear down. Big up everybody locked
He
in,
needs to
'cause
get
it's been
Twitter,
amazing
bruv.
the
He
last
needs to
few
get
streams.
Twitter. He might get cancelled on Twitter, but he needs to get
Yeah,
Twitter.
go AM. You need to drop a Twitter account immediately, man.
Yeah.
Before
The
someone
Twitter
else
is
just
for
decides to
pussies,
fake it.
bro. Twitter is for pussies, bro. Like you can't even say like, you know, Sancho's gonna be obese.
Oh my
Like I
god!
said, Sancho's gonna be obese. They cancel.
Sancho's gonna be obese.
So why you have a
Excuse
Twitter
me?
account, class ref?
They're just fucking. They banned me
No,
twice.
why? Why do you
You
have
got
it then?
Instagram, bro. You got
Aye, they
Instagram.
banned me as well, bro. Don't worry, we're all locked up in jail.
I got
Yeah,
that.
but
Free you up.
I got
Free
so
you up.
for Redneck, you said you don't see him
Yeah,
exit.
free us
So
up.
if he
Let's
was to
go.
come out, and say sorry, and then Tuchel was to be happy with
You
that,
put
and then he
the
comes
guy.
out scoring goals. What else you want? What else there? Like, you
Oh,
want
well,
him to continue?
your girlfriend was cheating on you. She's come back. She's giving you head and a nice good shag. Are you gonna feel better about it?
It's not the fucking same
If
thing,
just
Johnny.
OnlyFans, yeah.
It's not the same.
Johnny,
fucking
I
thing,
don't think
Johnny.
he had the
Or would
woman
you
yet.
prefer
So
to resort to just
don't.
butching yourself off? What would you
Oh,
prefer?
Johnny, it's not the same thing,
If
man.
she,
You
if she
can't
does
Not
compare
OnlyFans,
the
then
two.
yeah.
in the slightest.
Yeah, she does
You can't
OnlyFans as
compare
well,
that,
bruv.
Johnny,
She does
man.
OnlyFans as well, bruv. She
You
twerks
can't compare
for other
that,
man,
Johnny.
bruv. She doesn't go all the way, bruv. She just twerks, does a few documentaries, bruv, and
It's
then
funny
comes back
how
to you, bruv.
W is giggling over in the background. He
Bro,
said
you
OnlyFans.
Alex, pattern up, man. I can't be asked.
You
Yeah,
know what?
man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
Look
gonna
at
lie.
Fat with his
Like
pillow, bruv.
Lukaku,
With Astrid Wet. Do you know what I'm
like
saying?
doesn't like us.
Look at you, Fat, bruv.
Yeah, what you do? Why are you
Why are you
motorboating your
hiding,
pillow
bruv?
for?
Has he got a boner or something? What's going on, bruv?
He's hiding it.
Oh god.
That's it. That's it.
Mineral's been landed.
Love that.
Big up
Yeah.
Ryan as well.
Bro, marriage
straight
is so
top for
fucking
Lukaku again, man.
overrated, like, you know.
What's the stream became?
Big up my G as well. It's been a minute since I've seen you on the streams. I hope you're all good.
So what's the solution, Johnny?
What's the solution? I just told you there is no choice, but he's going to stay, isn't he? Until the summer. There is no solution.
Guys,
They
you
can't
don't
get,
get it. The
unless
whole
they can
interview is not
miraculously get
aired.
rid of him
He's
right now.
obviously
No, you
And
don't get it. The
Tuchel,
whole interview
and
is not aired.
Tuchel says that there's no way he's in my plans, and and they're happy, and the board are happy for Tuchel to let him rot on the fucking
You keep
sidelines
forgetting the
training.
thing. The interview hasn't
then
aired
that's what
yet.
they're doing.
About summer,
There is
Johnny.
more to interview.
Oh, in the
There's nothing
summer,
to
he's got to go,
interview.
bruv. They'll sell him. He's got to go.
There's still more
What
to
do we
interview.
do? And then what do we do?
We go and buy someone else who wants to play for Chelsea, bruv. That's what we
No,
do.
oh my day. Now go away. That is ridiculous, man.
Jesus.
I can't be arsed. Fuck's
Oh.
sake. Man, this entire stream has just been down horrendous.
Oh.
There isn't exactly a lot of strikers out there we can go
By the way,
for.
somebody,
So-
there is a thing saying that Tottenham losing a lot of players due to COVID.
Oh shit.
We lost a lot to COVID, so
It is what it is.
you know we had to play.
Let them forfeit.
They'll get their game disallowed just because Chelsea tax.
No, they said
They
there's
come
a
into
rule
Stamford
now.
Bridge.
If there's 11
They
players,
come
they have to
into-
play.
They come into Stamford Bridge, so it's up for Chelsea to decide if they or not.
I've got a question. I've got a question to everyone. We are playing Spurs thrice this month, right? Imagine if Lukaku
We
makes
played
his
3
move to
times.
Spurs. What are you gonna do? Like Spurs versus us, and Lukaku is playing for Spurs.
Yeah,
give us Kane in it.
Do you think it's gonna be more popular than like Kim Kardashian like sex tape, right?
Excuse me?
Huh?
I think if that happens, if Lukaku goes to Spurs,
I know the
and,
sex tape
like-
happened. I don't know
like,
the logic.
it's gonna be more popular than Kim Kardashian.
What are you
sex
doing,
tape.
man?
I don't know. I don't- If
I
anybody
can
watched the
imagine
TV
like
show,
everybody watching. that.
Oh my days.
Oh my gosh. Every time I think the
freedom
stream
and them.
can't be more down horrendous, someone says something wild and then we go right back to where we started. Can everyone just stop thinking about sex? Please. Or at least if you're gonna do it, have a wank before my streams. Like
It's
fucking hell.
Lukaku, bruv. It's
Guess what
explain the
people
Lukaku
do,
situation, bruv.
Louis,
It's
guess
Why
not-
what
is
people
Lukaku
do?
making you man think
Bro,
about sex?
Because he's gone and shagged
Why
every
is
fucking.
Big
He's
pause.
gone and
I'm not
shagged
believing
that
this.
fucking. He's
No,
shagged
Louis, I
everyone,
gotta learn
bruv.
something. I gotta learn something.
I'm not
Guess
doing
what
this,
people
bro.
do, the ones that don't have a camera on. Guess what people do.
Roma, Romelu.
Don't sing that
Roma.
fucking name, bruv. Don't sing that name.
Guess what
Bro.
people
Yeah,
do.
you're gonna
The
start
people
thinking
on
about
the
sex
stream.
again. I can't be
The
arsed.
people on
Fucking
the stream
fake.
that don't have the camera on, that's what we're doing in the background.
What do we do? What do we do?
You have it in your own
What
hands.
do? You just say facts about 60 times per stream.
You know what? I actually live in Vienna, Austria, and today I was out of a town. There is a very isolated area where there's a lot, like a big shopping city.
What
You know,
are we
they are
talking
building a big
about
shopping city. It's a very isolated place. And one of the guy was actually listening to Lukaku and Chelsea conversation.
Oh, really?
Bro, like this is so massive. What is currently happening is like
the reason
so
he's on
big.
325k a week.
Hey, Lewis, what?
There's a reason for it.
Where's this?
Do you know what? Do you know
Guys,
what?
what are you talking about, man?
Oi, what do you think happens when you rap on someone on the street? What do you think happens, bruv?
You
You
get
think they
shit.
accept your apology, bruv?
You
You
get
think
shit.
that?
Bro, he's not gonna apologize.
Exactly
The
right,
guy
my
is not
son.
gonna
Exactly right,
apologize.
my son. You get chefed, mate. Yeah?
Facts.
So what
So
are you
why-
saying?
why-
Someone should
why-
chef up
What
Lukaku?
you saying, Johnny?
We
We
ship
should
him
pull
out,
up on
bruv.
Lukaku, yeah?
Ship him out, bruv. Ship him out.
Ship him out. It sounds like you're saying someone should stab him.
No, ship him out,
Oh,
bruv.
no,
Someone
no,
said
no.
it in it.
Get rid. Get rid.
Oh my god.
Lukaku.
Right. Anyone got anything else they want to drop? Like we've already.
Hey, yo, have you seen the United lineup? Man started Phil Jones, you know.
Phil Jones
Who
season,
United
let's
got?
go. Let's go.
Wolves.
Oh yeah, 12:30 game. 12:30, yeah.
12:30.
Oh.
For him,
Oh
probably.
no, in America.
America.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Right, so
America.
what channel's the game on?
Sky Sport, isn't it?
USA Network.
The zone.
Oh, my God. Man, Ragdoll dropped a slab head for Phil Jones, you know. Oh.
By the way, Father, did you see my comment on the stream when Lewis had the tickle tackle thing stream on
Tickle
Sunday?
what?
Tickle tackle stream that you had with wrestling.
Oh, the WWE stream.
Day
Yeah,
one.
What comment was it?
Yeah, I was asking Father when his left side of Master is gonna connect with the right side Master.
Oh,
When
for
we gonna
fuck's
finally?
sake.
When are you masters gonna meet in the middle?
Stop with the piggies, man. Where's the piggies going? What's happening there, bro? Alex, what are you piggying for, bro?
Frosted Myth saying this stream is going in a different direction.
Alex
This
is
stream
gone,
has
bro.
gone off the rails the last few minutes.
I was asking
Day
Pato on the stream, but I didn't think he get it. I thought it was funny.
Fato,
Come
when's
on,
your
Pato,
baby coming
you
with
know you
Mrs.
might
Wet,
be, right,
bruv?
Pato?
When are you expecting,
When
bruv?
Pato,
Is it a boy or girl, bruv?
Nah, she's having a baby with Cow the Dragon.
What?
With Cow the Dragon.
To tell you the truth,
Well, Fato was sitting behind Wet when he was sitting behind her, bruv. He was behind her, bruv.
Look on Active Wet's TikToks.
Well, it's Fato there.
Nah.
Oh yeah,
sad
Faz.
now. He's a sadness. He's in sadness.
Can you guys imagine Werner and Kane?
No, please not.
Why?
Kane,
Werner-
I wouldn't have Kane.
Werner
What?
That's a red card. It's a red card.
Hey, Chris, that's a red card, bro. That's a red
Chris,
card.
you will not take Kane?
No.
He's mad, isn't he? He's
No,
mad.
I really wouldn't.
You're mad, Chris.
He's on downhill spiral now. Like,
Mbappe
look,
or
he's going
Werner?
worse and worse for this guy.
Here's the thing.
You're gonna see
I
a
think,
downhill
I think
spiral
you,
of this guy.
No, I think you think
Mbappe
that
or Werner?
he's
Werner.
I
Hey,
think, Chris, I can't. Chris,
Yeah.
I think, you, man.
I think you're thinking that his results are due to him. I don't think it's due to him. I think it's due to that he did not move.
So
Do you
you're
see the
saying
difference?
his mentality of like
He
being
wants to
sad
move,
is
Chris.
like
He's had a
on
dead
his way.
club,
No,
isn't
he
he?
wanted
He's
to
won
move.
nothing.
Yeah, I know he
He's
wanted
won
to
fuck
move.
all. He's
Yeah,
won nothing there.
I know
and
that.
that's why his form went deep, not because he
He's not
wasn't
being
a-
professional, is he? He's
No,
on
no,
a
he's
sign
not-
a
I don't think-
contract
I don't
today.
think-
I don't
And
think it's
he's not
Alex,
purposely
professional is- it's
every
not-
big
you
game he
misunderstood.
plays in, what's he do?
No, you're
He
misunderstanding.
banged the
He's not
goals like
purposely
the ones
doing
No,
it.
he doesn't.
Two of our
Not in
win-
the finals and stuff.
No, he's not purposely playing bad. He just
do
really
you
wanted
think
to
he
move,
will
so
miss
thought-
those chances that Joe has, Pulisic has,
Oh,
Mount had?
No.
I can't lie. If we're swapping
No, I
Lukaku
can't-
for
I can't
anyone, I
lie,
want
he won't.
Son. I just want to
No.
put that out there.
No.
If we're
Why?
swapping
Son over Kane?
Lukaku for anyone, I want Son.
From
I
Tottenham.
would love Son.
Son?
I
Yeah.
would love
I
Son.
Son's better than
I love
Son is
Son.
better
Don't
than
get me
Kane.
wrong. I think
He's gonna
Son
take
is
the
the best
Werner's
winger
place.
in
I'll
England
take
for the
Bergwijn.
past couple of years, but it's
You said that.
not what we need. It's the same thing that United did. They needed DM and went for Ronaldo. That's the same thing. Saying what you just said, Scott.
Yeah,
No,
but Son
He's
can
a
play
better
striker.
player and he fits the
Son can
system.
play
Though.
striker.
Son's
And
a
he can play
striker, Alex.
striker.
How does he fit
Son's
the
a
system?
striker.
No,
He's a winger and striker.
But who's
Yeah,
playing?
he's an inside forward.
Yeah, you replace some with Werner.
He will replace. Like there are only two players in the world that can replace Werner, and
Oh
that's
my
Lautaro
days.
Martinez and Son.
Oh my days.
Man, listen.
Nobody
listen.
else
We
can
swap.
replace
We can
Werner.
swap Lukaku with Son. And
Could
then just
Messi
go
replace
behind them.
Werner?
Simple.
No,
Messi
he
behind
can't.
them.
Oh my days.
Look, I agree.
Listen,
Son is
the
a really good
attributes
player.
Werner
Scott.
has.
I just don't think we need him in our team more than we need Kane.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
The only way.
I think in our team we need Kane.
Could
more than we
Lewandowski
need-
replace Werner?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Why you trigger him? What W's? I swear, man.
I can't be arsed.
You know what he's gonna say.
He's gonna be playing. Oh, I've got my three guys.
The only
I
way
have to
we
go.
get, if we do go get Harry Kane, is swapping Lukaku, and
Yeah,
that's if
and
that
now
actually
we'll do it with my eyes closed.
I don't think I would, but I don't know. They're both
Would you
great
keep
strikers
Lukaku?
anyway.
Would you keep Lukaku?
No.
If
Nobody asked
honestly,
you.
okay. If he keeps performing like how he did
Make
after
it
the
clear
interview,
then.
getting back-to-back man of matches and gets goals and plays well with the team, wins us a trophy,
Facts.
yes.
Now, right now, it's a January transfer window. Right,
No.
the situation.
Yeah, but he
After
has to say
interview,
sorry,
I
everything.
couldn't.
Alex.
I couldn't
He
pull
has to say
I couldn't
sorry.
pull the plug. I couldn't.
On
If he
who?
doesn't
Well,
say sorry, then
On
he can fuck
Lukaku.
off.
That's weak.
Sorry.
What do you
That's
mean?
weak-minded.
What do you
No
mean
mineral there.
weak-minded?
It's weak.
If he
Yeah,
helps
it's
us-
weak. It's
Because
desperate.
I feel like
It's
he
weak.
can
It's
help.
not.
He
It's
can
weak
help
and
us win
desperate.
I think
trophies.
Harry Kane. First of all, Harry Kane is not Championship League tied, so he can write in anything. Another thing, he will be amazing in our front lineup because he's the move.
Big up, Goyim.
He's not staying still. He's exactly what we need. Exactly.
I would like
His
to
link
believe
up
that.
play would be levels clear, to be fair.
Exactly.
I do hear what you're saying. I just think it's completely unfeasible.
Yeah, I know that, but
it will never
know,
happen.
yeah.
If he was at Arsenal or he was at another club, then I think we would have gone out and bought him, and maybe a long time ago.
by the way,
but because he's at Spurs, it's just never going to happen.
If anybody ever tells me that Chelsea and Tottenham don't do deals, you're lying.
They
because
don't. They don't.
No, that's a lie.
When do they
That's a
do
lie.
deals? I can't remember.
No, look, last summer when Rudiger offered the new contract, he did not sign it. It was a talk between Rudiger and between Chelsea and Tottenham for him to go to Tottenham. They do deals. They just don't go through yet. But it will be a done deal.
Levy doesn't sell to Chelsea,
but
he
also,
will not sell to Chelsea.
He wouldn't sell to us if it was outright we wanted to go buy Harry Kane.
But I know Kane. I know personally, Kane would never. I know that Kane has said.
But why wouldn't he?
Will
He
never
wouldn't
come.
leave that. He's gonna stay in that shit.
He'll never come to Chelsea, bruv. He'll never come.
You need to look at this. You need to look at this way.
Again in his life.
Look, he will
won't come
not.
to Chelsea. Trust me.
Conte will not have another chance at this with Lukaku. He won't, because the money he will not get.
If they lose Kane, he'll want Lukaku straight away, bruv.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like this is what I'm saying.
Bye.
If what's his name goes to, let's say
waddle on to your wig man.
Facts.
Waddle on.
Oh, HAM.
I'm saying.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite chatter. Did you talk to your mom about the swallowing thing that I told her? No, your mama should swallow you again.
That joke slapped.
But
no,
anyway,
but
what I was saying is, like, if we Conte, it will not be given 100 million by Tottenham owner. He will not give him 100 million to spend, but trade that could be happening.
Yeah, exactly. Especially
it's
for
just
Kane.
a view. I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Kane wants to go to City and try win trophies.
Joe.
Where else in the Premier League is he gonna go realistically and win trophies other than Chelsea? Put your pride down your mouth and come to a club that's gonna win trophies. And Tottenham going to get what they want. They're going to get rid of the player.
I know, but he's loyal. He's loyal to his
Well, his loyalty. Johnny, can you? No. He is loyal.
He's loyal, bruv. He's loyal.
Wait, Harry Kane's loyal?
Yes, he's loyal.
He signs a contract and then
It was
twice
that
not
full of
going.
Toro Martinez, man.
Tottenham fans, to be honest,
Tottenham, bruv.
Yeah, but he signed a contract and
No,
he
he's
started
not. He
signing
wants to be loyal to Spurs. Like they don't win anything.
He came.
Yeah,
exactly. He came out and he said at the end of the season, "I want to move, bruv." Manchester City put down 130 million, and Levy still wouldn't sell. He's a cunt. You should have let him go.
You're giving them Lukaku. That's
Yeah, and then look at this season. Then this guy put in awful performance after
Yeah,
awful
because he doesn't want to
performance.
be there, bruv. He just doesn't.
Then how's
want to
he
be
loyal?
there.
You're missing the point.
No,
Because he's
that's
given
not-
his loyalty to his club for the last 8-10 years.
He's
or whatever
loyal
been
towards.
there.
He's not gonna go to the
coming out in
rival
every
like
single
Chelsea,
interview.
but he can
coming
go
out in
to
every
the City.
interview.
He's
But Brett-
loyal that way. He will
I
not go
couldn't
to
give
the
a fuck
rival.
about Harry Kane. He ain't
But
coming to
Johnny,
Chelsea,
coming
bruv.
out.
Yeah,
I don't
Johnny.
see the point, bruv.
No,
What's the
sorry.
point in talking about it,
Hold
bruv?
on 1 second, Johnny. Going out in interviews, constant interviews, saying how much you want to leave and how much your time's over. He might not say it directly, but indirectly, that's what he's getting at.
Facts,
showing
man.
loyalty.
He only
right?
came out
And
on
then-
Sky Sports at the end of the season, bruv, and officially came out and said, "I want to, I want to talk to the club." Do you know what I mean? He's being professional. He said, "I want to talk to the club," and the club knew that he was going to do that.
But
He's letting the
many
fans
times he
know,
also
bruv,
said
that he
he
wants
wants
to
to leave.
move on, and the fans
wants
would
to
have
leave.
allowed him to, bruv, because at the end
fans
of the
ain't
day,
too
they
happy, though.
understand that he's dedicated. He's given everything to them to the club, and they've won fuck all. It's not his fault. He wants to
Exactly.
win things.
And now,
Johnny,
what-
I talked to a
that's my
couple of
point.
Tottenham fans. They ain't happy with him.
I was
Yeah,
say
now they're not.
professional.
Yeah, but
No,
now
they're
he scored a
not.
few goals. They don't give a shit.
Phew, we scored what, one?
End of. I don't care about Kane, bruv.
Tottenham
Stop
tax.
talking
That's
about
like
it.
10.
Maybe.
Wait,
No, if they won't beat us. But if he
Like,
scores in one of the
I
ties, that'll be done
highly
anyway.
doubt Tottenham would reject someone like Lukaku with the relationship he has with Conte, and to give us a player that's
Facts,
unhappy,
man.
and Kane going to come and
We're
win
not
a
getting
trophy.
Why are you going to buy a 29-year-old Kane, bruv, when you can go and buy a fucking 22-year-old striker, bruv?
Haaland.
No,
Nah,
do
not
not say
Haaland.
Haaland.
His
Do not say
agent's got
Haaland.
caused way too much
Do not
problems
say
with us.
Haaland.
What about
man.
that? What's
Yeah,
his
but
name?
the agency
Johnny,
is about to be
you
done
guys
in
are
the
worrying
summer.
about what
Agency is
Lukaku's
about
saying.
to be done in the
What
summer.
about the Fiorentina
love
fella?
Who?
What about that
Vlahovic.
Fiorentina?
Or
Vlahovic.
Vlahovic.
Yeah,
Vlahovic.
I like the look of that geezer.
I guarantee you ain't watched a single minute of football.
Yo, guys,
mean,
would you
you
sell
can't-
Lukaku? Would you
you
sell
can't-
Can I
Lukaku
like
to
just
give
have a
Ruben
last
wages?
word?
You
Can
can't
I
pick
just
both
have a
Phillips.
last,
It's not gonna
like, kind of
happen.
like word, if you allow me? Because
Go for it.
listen, I've been really thinking about this deeply for like 3 days.
Really?
Yeah. Like I've been isolated. I can't go to clubs because a lot of people are making a fun out of me because they are saying, "Oh, you're not even, what Lukaku has done to you." I can't even have a drink with my friends because I used to have an argument with them like
Them
we
ones.
are the biggest club, and now they're telling me like we're not like the biggest club because Lukaku muddied you. But listen,
Who are your
just
friends?
get my point. Just I've been thinking for 3 days, right? Like I've been really isolated, and I've been thinking like Einstein. Listen, Kane swap deal with Lukaku, right? Lukaku gets Conte. He gets
Lukaku.
wait. Kane gets to stay in London, and listen, Kane actually somehow is what we need because he
He's not going to
provides
come, bruv. There's no
assist.
point. I'm done with this.
He
I'm
is
off,
one of
lads.
the
Big up, Lewis,
he
bruv.
provides
Big
assist.
up. Big up, Alex. Big up. Let's go.
Johnny,
See you, Johnny.
like, why are
See you
you
later.
gonna leave when
Minerals.
I'm actually
Fuck for
fucking
that.
talking? Like, I thought
Minerals.
I
You
was
can
like
you
really
can leave
good.
W. Johnny left, so you can leave too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like King gets to live in London, like he doesn't have to move his family,
Facts.
right? And then Lukaku gets Conte. Conte gets Lukaku because I think the Spurs system is beneficial for Lukaku, and he gets to play every single game over there. And Kane
Right.
would really help us. The guy
But
is listen, he scores and he creates. The amount of assists he creates for Son and Lucas Moura is amazing. So I don't think so. Like we can do business with
Just
them.
don't engage. Just let's move
Yeah,
on.
but also, like, where else if you guys really want to get rid of Lukaku and it comes to the point where he's been a dickhead and he wants to say sorry, we're gonna have to try and get rid of him some way. And
I
Chelsea are not
would
gonna go
trade
with a
him.
loss.
I would give
They're
him to
not gonna go with a
Southampton and
loss.
bring back
So the best
Broja.
deal possible,
No, shut up.
if we don't want to take a loss, is just to swap them.
You don't rate
with this
Broja.
dickhead Tottenham and give us fucking Kane.
Broja ain't ready.
And that's the only win
Says
possible.
He's our player. What do you mean send him to Southampton and swap him? He's our player. Just bring him back.
Bro,
He's
Broja
not
is
ready to
nothing
play for us
close
yet,
to
though.
Lukaku. Broja is nothing close to Lukaku, right?
What do you mean?
If
Broja's a
if we
baller.
get, I'm saying it now. If we get rid
We're
of
not getting
Lukaku,
Let's
Broja,
not
man.
compare Broja to Lukaku straight.
Broja
up.
does not even
Respect
start
Broja.
I'm
for
saying
his
it now.
own team.
If
For
if
the
we get rid of
Saints.
Lukaku, if we get rid of Lukaku, the only big name striker I want is Vlahovic. Apart from that, go and sign someone who's going to actually
Jonathan
fit the
David.
system. He doesn't fit
Yeah,
the system.
but
Yeah, he does.
Scott,
No, he
Scott,
doesn't.
we need
No, he
money.
doesn't.
We
He
need
works.
money.
He only works in our
We
system. Wait a
need
minute, Klaus.
money
He only
for
works in our
wingers
system.
and
Klaus,
DMs
shut up and let me finish,
defenders.
please.
That's
He
let
only
him finish.
works in
Let
our
him finish.
system.
Sure,
He only
sure.
works in our system if we play two strikers. He does shit in a single striker formation. He only works as two strikers.
Yeah, but
We have
would
to
you
play a
say that's
second
an
striker
L,
with him.
Scott?
Say again?
Saying getting rid of Lukaku and then bringing in someone else, either way it will be a loss because we're not going to get the money back for Lukaku. And
Oh,
Chelsea
you
are
know,
not going to make a
the
loss.
money thing. The money thing, I don't care. I'm just talking about as a player. Like the only player I want to replace him, if we get rid of him, that I can feasibly see us getting, because we're not getting Haaland. Just people can put that out of their minds straight away.
It could be possibility in the summer because the new
We're not
law
getting
comes in
Benzema.
out of UFA.
I know it comes in, but I'm saying I think he'll go elsewhere.
I
The
I don't see him going
only
anywhere.
big name I want is Vlahovic.
He
Apart from that, just go and
probably
get
is going to be
United.
staying at Borussia, if anything.
But
That's
you
what
want
I
that
think.
dickhead agent, Alex? You want that? We're bitching about what Lukaku. What about that dickhead every 2 weeks? He's gonna say soon my agent will be finding a new club every
Look,
fucking week.
here's the
You want
people
that?
here's where people
Like
misunderstand
Jorginho.
a lot of things.
What?
Here's the people. It's the same people that saying that all those players complain about moving to different club. Like we're saying, like, how you not saying about Kai Havertz? He always want to go to Real Madrid. We knew that he want to go to Real Madrid before. So when he went to Real Madrid, it didn't piss us off. We knew that. Same with Haaland. But for Lukaku, it's different because he said that I want to retire. That's the difference. Do you see Ziyad?
Yeah, but the other difference is Hazard actually achieved a lot at Chelsea. Lukaku's done fuck all, so he's got no
Facts.
right to
but
even say anything.
Facts.
Lukaku's
Well,
got no
I
right to
agree,
that's
try
not going
say.
to
but he
you like
also did
Haaland.
this.
You need
No.
to have facts.
You
guys.
asked me a question about the Haaland and his what's his name? You said that don't you gonna have problems with his thing saying that he wants to go to Real Madrid. Yes, I will. But I knew that before he was coming.
But that doesn't make it okay to say it in the first 2 weeks. It doesn't make it okay. There's still got to be a
I
level
don't
of respect and
here,
professionalism. There's a level.
you ask me a
There's a level
question.
of level and professionalism. You don't go out and say every 2 weeks just because your dream. Okay, we know your
I
dream
don't
is so on,
understand
so
you.
on, so
I
on.
really
But
don't
you have to
understand
say
you.
it.
Ziad, I don't understand you. You asked me 5 seconds ago what you will do if Haaland comes. You will have the same problem that he wants to leave all the time. I said yes, but the difference is I know that he wants to go before he comes to Chelsea. That's the difference. And then you now all of a
No,
sudden
okay,
saying that Lukaku.
I understand that point, but for me,
Okay,
just because a player wants to, like, he's got an end-term goal when he say 26, it doesn't mean when you first join a club or you're a year into your contract of a 5-year contract, your agents are speaking disrespectfully and about other clubs. There's still a level of
I need
respect.
to take a screenshot again.
You've got your ambitions,
Lewis, put
right?
somebody,
You've got your
put
ambitions.
my man on. There we go.
Ambitions, right? But it doesn't mean you.
Registered.
Let's go.
Bro, like, I'm sorry, people have got their ambitions and where they want to go, but there's still there's a level of respect you have to have when you're at a club.
I agree with that. That's why I think like Haaland is actually. I think, look, I want Haaland based on how he plays and all that, and he's young and blah blah blah. Mainly just because I didn't want Lukaku. That's why I wanted what's the name? Haaland. Mainly just because I did not want Lukaku, because I knew with Lukaku he's not a good striker. I never rated him.
Never a good striker.
Never
He
for
gets
me.
goals.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's a striker's job to get goals.
No, as an all-round footballer, he is limited. He's not great, but as a goal scorer, you can't question.
Goyam. That's just funny.
Can't be arsed. Oh
yeah, as a footballer, he's not great. As a footballer, he's not great, but as a goal scorer, you can't question it.
Yeah, Jake, what did you want to say before we wrap up the stream, bro?
Just in time.
Yeah.
Drop the minerals.
I'm not even. I want to just make a few comments on Pulisic, of course, but real quick, I love the effort and the fight of the team. You could easily put your head down after 2-0, but to get 2 goals, let alone before halftime, let alone over the course of the rest of the game, they had opportunities to win. We had opportunities to win, of course, but even regarding the Lukaku stuff, personally, I guess I was taking the situation lightly. I thought, if anything, you should play Lukaku, but of course that proved to be the wrong decision. If anything, it was the right decision to drop Lukaku, and the rest of the team showed great fight for Tuchel. But regarding Pulisic, just real quick, I want to get this out there. Pulisic haters, stand up! Like, he needed this goal so badly. He got the goal, and people are still saying fuck Pulisic. So it's like everyone's got an opinion. Bottom line, I'm not here to change anyone's mind. But he needed that so bad, and the reaction from his goal with people still saying fucking whatever proves how bad he needed that. So it's just like, yeah, good shit, Pulisic, good shit to the team. Big up, everyone. But yeah.
Love to hear it. Right, Jay. I'll send you over the link a bit more as well. Just let me know whenever you want to hop on. Oh shit, Klaus just come in. Klaus, have you got anything else you want to say before we end the stream?
Please let it be normal.
Yeah,
normal.
Nope. All right,
You're asking
cool.
a lot there, Scott.
Big up everyone.
It was a great input. It was a great input, Klaus. Keep going.
Luis, before you leave, Jake, trust me, like Pulisic is actually doing really well, and a lot of fan base are really impressed with him.
He's got to fix his first touch, though.
The
Bro.
guy is actually developing, and he's doing really well. So, like,
I don't think he's
I
better
know
better than Cho, but
Pulisic, but what he has shown us, he's gonna be part of Chelsea. I can't see Mason Mount, Werner, and Pulisic being, given up. They're not gonna be given up by fan base.
I understand. We can't disregard how injury prone he is. It really is a big aspect of his game. I mean, big aspect of who he is. He's dealt with a shit ton of injuries, but I think we're sort of taking for granted how we've been using him. When we need him to play false 9 with all the injuries to their forwards, he's played false 9. When we need him to play wing back, he's played wing back. He gets thrown in left wing. I understand he had a shit 25 minutes. He He missed the first
half.
wide open opportunity.
United is playing 4-2-2-2-2 again.
He showed up and he scored a big goal at left wing.
Double
so
penetration.
Bro,
it is what
like
it is.
Yeah, he
But
needs
I
to do
think
it
we
more.
underestimate how he uses Pulisic.
You can't
like
get
Pulisic
gas in
is
one
playing
goal.
left side, then he's playing right winger back, and he's just listening to Tuchel. Absolute class.
You got. Can you imagine how many instructions he's getting thrown with being thrown in all these different positions? Like,
Well, Cho's done the same thing. Yeah,
Absorb those instructions too. Like, can he, you know? And he's also he has played for Dortmund. He's 23, and he's
Really?
really picking up. And listen, amount of injuries he had, and
I
he's still
swear.
picking up. So listen, I'm really impressed with Pulisic. I can't lie.
Yeah. Of course.
Say sorry, Lukaku, you bitch.
What a way to end it. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. As always, we will leave you with the AC Penitentiary. Take care, like and subscribe. And as always,
Up the Chels.